You like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle.
Hey, and you already know who it is. It's your co-host that does it the most, a.k.a. at Rick Masters 23 on Instagram, Rick Masters everywhere else. Hey, people, again, we made it to another Sunday. We love when y'all show up and y'all chit-chat with us, but y'all already know we about to get into this NBA Finals between the Heat and the Denver Nuggets, man. So I know we ready to talk about it. But, yo, as per usual, the Pull-Up Podcast, basketball shirts, the white, the red, the black, the hoodies. Yo, you already know the deal, man. You know, Cash App, you know what I'm saying, $ BJ Matthews. You already know you can Project Masters me at that PayPal. Hey, if you want to make sure that your name and that your comments are being read, you know, very quickly, you already know that we're affiliated with YouTube. Make sure you put a cash tag in there. Let's get those likes up, like BJ always says, because the more likes we get, the more it gets out there and the more people can come to the channel so we can get this thing moving. But we appreciate everyone. Good morning, everyone in the panel. Yo, B Jizzle, let's get this started, man.
Like my man just said, you know what I'm saying, get those likes up. First thing is first, wipe your feet before you enter this house. Hit that like button, get the algorithms up as well. And as well, if you like to show your love to the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast, go through our Cash App, $ BJ Matthews on the screen, or PayPal at Project Masters, you know what I'm saying? As well as if you like to go through our super comments, if you have a comment that you want to be read, make sure you hit that super comment section as well. We definitely love you and appreciate y'all. Let's go through some of these comments right now on the panel. Salute to Mrs. Rhonda. Mrs. Rhonda Flores, she's a Miami Heat fan. Shout out to my Uncle Big Tone for sending her over here. Salute BJ in the chat. Shout out to my man Thomas Talented. He said, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Yes, sir. Definitely appreciate you, man. Salute. My man Alan NG. He said, use Adonis can't be worse than ain't worse than Zeller. And okay. I do like, damn, like how old is Adonis, bro? Like 40, 42?
Man, too old to be playing in the NBA, but you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Mrs. Hope, man. Thank you for coming in. Also, Mrs. Tay. Shout out to her, the moderator of the show. She said, hit the like button. Thank you for all your support. Salute to PR Torres, man. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to Big Titan. Appreciate you coming through. Andre Beef with the $4.99 sticker, man. Yes, sir. Philadelphia fan, my man Bubba, man, has been there since the beginning, man. All support and respect to him. Before we get started, for the people who were not here yesterday or who have not read the community board, yesterday I made a special announcement that we will be having a special guest on to the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. That will be Steve Kerr, right? Me and Rick will be interviewing Steve Kerr on Wednesday, June the 7th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. We'll have an in-depth interview with Steve Kerr. Great guy, you know what I'm saying? Got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with him, man. He's a great dude off the camera. So he will be pulling up to the show on Wednesday. So make sure y'all do not want to miss that interview. Y'all don't want to miss that show. It's going to be right before the NBA Finals start. So we're going to try to get y'all out of here before the NBA Finals game starts. So just make sure y'all tap in with us, man. But Rick, let's get started, man. Let's talk about the NBA Finals and what we saw from Game 1, as well as a lot of people have been asking, what is something that Miami needs to do to even up this series, as well as something that you saw from Game 1 on both Denver. What did they do to exploit Miami, and what does Miami need to do? And Cal, let me hear your opening thoughts.
So, first off, Miami. If you're going to have any chance of beating this Denver Nugget team. But Miami, let me start off by saying this. This goes for the whole team. It was a fight. But I think you fought yourselves a little too hard at the same time. Because like I was telling BJ before the show, what I personally saw is Spoelstra, obviously being a great coach that he was making the changes. He was calling the timeouts. He was going as he saw, right? He was building the plane while it was in the air. But Miami, we have to execute. Man, shooting lost in that game. They was building, in the words of Bruce, they was building houses. Okay, they was bricking so much, it was ridiculous, man. And that gives a credit to, you know, Denver's defense, because they appear to be a bit bigger. You know, they could stay with the Miami Heat, but at the end of the day, half of them shots. I mean, guys, look, I'm gonna put it in perspective for you. Plus minus wise as a team, Miami lost -11. Plus minus wise as a team with Denver, 11 plus. So what does that mean? We lost by 11 points. And if we go down to the ratio here, Miami Heat 39 and 96, that's 40.6%. But watch this. Now we go down to the Denver Nuggets, it's 40-79. That's 50.6%. 10%. Hit half your shots. Now you boost your plus minus up 30 to 40%. What am I saying? We might actually have won this game, Miami. So there's not too much really to change overall, just adjustments, right? We got to hit our shots. So that's big ups to Spoelstra, right? Making those adjustments and seeing things as the game was going. Also, Jimmy freaking Butler. Let me get on you real quick. I'm not finna dig in you, but 6 for 14, brother, I'm going to need more shots from you. I'm the best effing player in the world. Double teams, triple teams, it don't matter. Let me tell you something, man. You're going to fall into LeBron bracket here in a second. When you speak, we want to see. We want to see what you're going to do. Nobody has a problem with somebody speaking, just as long as you can back it up. And 6 for 14, 42.9%. Well, you made 1 out of your 2-3 attempts that you made. But, brother, you are -17. While you're on the floor, you actually impact the game 17 points behind the 8 ball. But you're a superstar, okay? We can't be having 13 points from a superstar. Let me put this into perspective for you, Mr. Butler. And I say it out of due respect because I do love you as a player. But you're the superstar and you're making these comments. If you just would have hit 25 points, right? 25 points. Matter of fact, let's do it even better. 26 is what? 13 plus 13 is 26. You hit 13 points. So if you would have doubled your 13, probably would have won the game. You see where I'm going with this, Butler? You're making these comments at these panels and people interviewing you, and you say, you know, we're going to come back strong. And I have nothing but love for you. You know, I have love for you since 2020, brother. I know you've been a dog since the Timberwolves, right? But this is the time where we need that superstar to show up. And if you would have hit 26 points, just double the points that you scored, right? Just 26, then we're looking at a different outcome right now, right? So we definitely need more production from you, Butler. I say that out of love. You are the superstar of that team. I saw what you were doing. I watched the game. I saw that you were trying to get your guys involved. I saw that you tried to keep them in the game. They were bricking a lot. They were building houses, in the words of Bruce. But just like Jordan did when his team wasn't producing, he took over. I would rather have you have 40 points and you shot more than 14 basket attempts. I'd rather see 30 or 40 over there in the finals from you because we need to play. We need this championship, right? So even though you're trying to keep your team in there, we need more production, brother. -17 plus minus, we can't have that, right? So more production from you as a team. We got to hit our shots. Spoelstra, keep doing what you're doing. I'm noticing that you're seeing the things that are going on out there. Last but not least, BJ, I believe that they need to put big emphasis on either Joker or Murray. And BJ, I'll let you talk on that point.
All right, man. Great opening comments, man. First and foremost, my man T Sweezy asked, can he come in? Yeah, bro. So anytime me and Rick do the live, we go through our analysis for about 30 minutes, and then we let all the people come in. So that's how we kind of do it. So we'll drop the link in about 30 minutes. But great opening comments, bro. I agree with everything that you just said. Starting off with Jimmy Butler, we have been very high on Jimmy Butler throughout the entire playoffs. We've been giving him a lot of praise for what he's been able to do. Eastern Conference Finals MVP, well-deserved. You know what I'm saying? Just the heart of a champion, heart of a lion, has accomplished so much over the last 4 years with Miami, 3 conference finals and now 2 NBA finals, which has been going on noticed. So we've been giving a lot of praise to Jimmy Butler, right? But definitely game 1 was not a game that we cannot have any further for Jimmy Butler. So first of all, giving Denver some credit. If we look at, like we said, like the field goal percentage, or we look at the team stats, outside of 3-point shooting, Denver pretty much, you know, did what they were supposed to do. Shoot over 50% from the field, shoot around 80% from the line, out-rebounded Miami and out-assisted Miami because they, of course, hit more shots. But the key glaring thing I'm looking at is and this could be a positive or a negative, Denver only got 79 shots up to Miami's 96. Right? And they were still efficient enough to hit shots. And a big reason of that was because of Nikola Jokic. Just him pocketing the defense, having 14 assists, finding the open cutters. So he wasn't a scorer. He was more so of an assist guy the other night. And that's what Miami tried to make him into, a playmaker, right? But going off of what you just said with Jokic and Murray, I think the key thing, because a lot of people want to know how could Miami play the Heat. Shout out to my man Thomas Talented for putting this out there, get my shine on. He feels the same way, like they should try and make Jokic more into a scorer and contain Murray, right? Because it's all about who can go off and be explosive the most. And if you got a choice between Jamal Murray and Jokic, of course the answer is Jamal Murray. He's been exploding since the Lakers series, you know what I'm saying? Anytime Jokic is not doing his thing or he's somebody that's tired in the fourth quarter, this is the guy that comes through. And he's very confident. You guys know Jamal Murray's coming off an ACL injury, but he's back in action. He's back ready to go. He's been playing great in the postseason. And just going off what he did in the bubble, it's just how explosive he can get in the scoring option. So you have to try to contain that, take that away, right? Now, my perspective is, okay, you got Denver, who's a more longer team than Miami. So the reason I say that could be somewhat of a problem, why do I say that, is because more times than not, I would put Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray. But unfortunately, he's guarding Aaron Gordon, right? Because really, that's kind of the X factor. Shout out to Hope for saying this the other day to me. She said that Aaron Gordon is the X factor to this Denver Nuggets team. And I see what she's saying, because that's the mismatch for Denver, because Miami really doesn't have a power forward outside of Bam Adebayo, right? So he's guarding Aaron Gordon. So the person I would like to see guard Jamal Murray and get like a chance to start is Highsmith, right? I would like Highsmith to be starting because I feel like he can, you know what I'm saying, he's longer than Caleb Martin. He's more athletic. He's more of a defender. He's been hitting his shots. And I think we should give him an opportunity to try to start today. I don't think Spo's going to do it, but I think somewhere in the line, you got to put him on the defensive side of Jamal Murray. You have to slow him down and make Jokic a scorer, right? So, and one thing before I hit it back to you, you said they got to make shots. Now, of course, this is the big thing right here. Caleb Martin shooting 1 for 7 from the field, and then Max Strus shooting 0 for 10. Obviously, they're not going to shoot that bad from the field again, but those are players, you know what I'm saying, you count on to hit shots. So today in game 2, I feel like they're going to be more just in rhythm, just hitting shots, going to get, used to the basket, used to the altitude, all those things. So I feel like they are going to be hitting shots. I think these are two players that are big with the Miami Heat culture. And Jimmy Butler, said this in post game. He said, we're going to keep feeding them the ball, which I already knew what he was going to do. But, those guys are going to have to hit shots. And of course, Jimmy Butler, I've already said it over and over, like, he got to find the counterbalance between knowing when to score and stopping the bleeding, and then giving the ball to his teammates and giving them confidence. Because if they're not hitting shots, I don't see how that's really raising their confidence. If I'm a role player and I'm missing shots and not seeing the ball going in, my confidence will raise with my star player taking over and watching him go to work. That's how my confidence will grow, because they'll be like, okay, we're in a good place and I can now shoot another shot. But me keep passing the ball and clanking, it's not giving me confidence. So I'm going to push it back to you, Rick.
I mean, absolutely, B Jizzle. I mean, there's a certain fabric that some men are cut from, some men and women who play the game of basketball, let me say that don't need that motivation, right? I know Butler's one of them. I know Kawhi's one of them. It's certain people where you don't have to really worry about going out there and just giving it their all, whether it's a good or bad game. But as you're touching on the conversation, BJ, there's also role players and players on the team that need to see their stars produce. And that's why I was getting on Butler in the opening, take. You're the superstar. It may not be said, it may not be praised like that, but everybody that has two pairs of a pair of eyes, I should say, because we have 4, that'd be scary. I would say you literally know that Butler is that guy. It even proves to show in the Eastern MVP who it was adorned to. We know who the guy is. So anytime your team sees that you're cooking and you're working, it makes your guys want to push themselves harder, even if they're doubting themselves. Because anybody with a heart would say, man, my captain, my team leader, the two team leads, whoever it is, they are really eating for us. They going out there and they balling. I got to find something in myself to help them out, right? You do have the majority of role players that think that way, right? Of course, you got people like Lowry who don't care if you show up or not. He just a baller. I mean, he gonna play. Another person I want to give a big shout out to is Highsmith, right? And you talked about him a little bit. Highsmith, my man, 7 out of 10 field goals, 18, 19 points around there. And his defense is what I'm really looking at. He caused a bit of an irritation when he was out there playing defense. So, like you said, B Jizzle, I think Spoelstra really needs to think about starting him or playing him a lot longer, because he's a type of player I like, because he's a dog, he's a fighter, right? It wasn't like he was getting buckets in the sense of they were just looking for him to shoot. He was getting the cleanup buckets, he was getting the hustle buckets, he was getting a lot of shots based upon production and play. He was out there grinding, and that's the type of players you need when it comes to the finals and you're playing a team who is obviously very superior. BJ, I'm gonna say it like this, and Hope, I'm gonna bring you into this too, because I saw your chat there. Free throws, we got to get to the line. We have to get to the line. Okay, 2 for 2. I mean, great job at being 100%, but it'd be nice to be 100% with a 20 behind that forward slash there. 25. It'd be nice to be at 100% like that, and this will also be a different discussion. But we got to get to that basket. It was a lot of shooting. If we're gonna be like the Warriors here and take all these shots, then Struss and Caleb Martin, brothers, we got to hit our shots. If we gonna play that style of basketball, we have to hit our shots. But if we're not hitting our shots, fundamentally, everybody knows this in the game of basketball, then take a step in. Keep going in until you find your rhythm, and then you start going back out. Don't keep shooting them threes and you done clank 5, 6 in a row. Okay, because yes, I'm gonna hold Butler accountable, but I gotta hold you accountable too. Butler got you open. Okay, the play and the system that Spoelstra is running is getting you guys open. If you have to step in because you're losing your confidence, then step in. Okay, step in and take them shots, because I tell you right now, I'll take half of those shots you took inside of the three-point line, but you hitting 50%, than what I saw. I think any coach, any player, any fan would definitely appreciate that, because that right there, like BJ said, it can't happen again against a team like Denver. Denver is going to make you pay. And again, Miami, you guys are playing well. Even though you lost by 11, like I said, Jimmy would have hit 26. You guys would have half your shots. You would have got to the foul line a little bit more and had a nice little free throw percentage there. This is going to be a different conversation. So what am I ultimately saying? Let's just clean it up. This is not the end of the world. It was the first game. You're in their building. Of course, Jamal Murray is hungry. Of course, Joker is going to be hungry, because the media been talking about him for the last 3 years, saying we giving you all these MVPs and you ain't showing nothing for it. So you already know that their superstars are hungry. They're going to come after you. I don't think you guys really, overall played badly. I just think that we didn't execute, right? You didn't execute as a team too well. So, like I said, BJ, I'm kind of marketing it up as, let's just clean up the small stuff. You know what I mean? Let's be more focused. Let's make sure if you're missing about 2 or 3 threes in the beginning of the game, first quarter, let's go ahead and bring the shots in a little bit till we find our rhythm and then take it back out. That's what I personally do. And then on top of that, I'm going to finish it like this and pass it back to you. Guys, when we are going into games like this, you have to apply pressure on those superstars. I'm not saying you're going to stop them. I don't think you can stop a Joker. I don't, with the fire that Murray's playing with right now, I don't really think you could stop him too much. But you have to put some emphasis on one of those two. Because Murray, and BJ kind of called this before the show, Murray looks hungry. He looks like he's starving. And when you got a guy like that that's on the oppositional side attacking you, you got to come with the same amount of grit and grime, right? To where you make him earn every shot. There was at least 4 or 5 plays that I caught where Murray got to his spot and he was wide open. And I knew he was knocking it down before he caught the ball because you could tell he practiced that. So we have to fight against them screens. We got to cut through people. We got to make it more of a fight for them. And to me, overall, besides the free throws, Miami, and besides Butler not really knowing when to be situational aware and start scoring when he needs to and hitting your shots, guys, it was a good game. You know what I'm saying? So let's just clean it up. But what you got, BJ?
Man, so you knocked down a lot of my points that I was going to pretty much say. So I'm gonna kind of go straight into this. So, when we talk about the key to what the Miami Heat can really do, there's a couple things like we say. I feel like Jamal Murray has to be more of you got to put the focus more on him than Jokic. Like I said, in game 1, the Miami Heat tried to make Jokic as a playmaker, and we saw what happened. So if you make him as a playmaker, especially at home, it's gonna most likely 9 times out of 10 not go good in your favor. So you have to make him to a score. And also, I saw a segment with Kevin Garnett. He said how you can defend Jokic. Now we all know Jokic, is probably the most efficient skill player, probably the efficient skill player of all time. When we talk about points and assisting the ball and rebounds, having an efficient offensive game, I mean, really, there's not too many other people I could think of who is as efficient as he is, right? Who can shoot, he shot 8 for 12 from the field, had 14 assists, didn't have really no turnovers. You talk about having an efficient all around game. This guy's right there. So he doesn't really have a weakness on the offensive side of the ball. But that's why you look at the other way. That's why basketball's played both ways. On the defensive side, we all know Jokic is a below average defender. Now, he is improved, don't get it twisted, but he's still, when you talk about, athletic bigs, he can have a little bit of a problem. That's why, people are talking about so much how Jokic did, but they're not talking about how Bam Adebayo did, right? Bam Adebayo had 26 points and 13 rebounds off 12-25 shooting. So that's Jokic on the other side where Bam can actually, and I saw a lot of the shots he was getting, they were pretty much wide open. Those little, 8 to 10 foot shots that Bam Adebayo was hitting, they just kept feeding him. Those shots are going to be open throughout the rest of the series because Jokic, they don't want him trying to guard Bam one-on-one. So that's one thing that you have to look at if you're Miami. Bam Adebayo has to be more into being aggressive with Nikola Jokic. Now, how do you do that? Like I said earlier, I don't know if people caught it, but in the fourth quarters, you notice Nikola Jokic gets tired, right? He does get tired in the fourth quarter. That's happened in the Lakers series. It happened in this series. He gets tired. So if you talk about a team like Miami, who's supposed to be the most in shape team in the NBA, according to Eric Spoelstra, and you got an athletic big like Bam Adebayo, you have to exploit that. You have to be able to make it you have to make it somewhat of a contest when you talk about, playing Jokic. So Kevin Garnett said, how do you defend Jokic? Well, how you defend him is basically just off of simply making him feel you. When you start going to the, from the half court all the way to the other end, I'm touching him, I'm poking him, I'm hitting him, I'm making him feel me every instance of the play. But when you allow Jokic to relax and give him space and allow him to, be comfortable and look for, people to, throw the ball to, and, him hitting that, mid-range shot, that 3-point shot, that pick and roll with Jamal Murray, which is deadly, you're pretty much making it where he's just kind of going through target practice. He's just picking apart your defense, right? So what Bam has to do on both offensively and defense, he has to key in and focus on attacking Jokic on the offensive end, and on the defensive end, making him to a scorer, not a playmaker. Now, it's going to be a team effort with Miami. So what's that going to look like? You have to look and key in more on Jamal Murray. That's why I say Highsmith needs to be starting from the jump. Because Jamal Murray, he's already confident, and he already is a scorer as it is. So if they key in more on him, that's going to make Jokic to force him to score the ball. Because really, outside of Jokic, really Denver doesn't have playmakers on the team. Aaron Gordon's not a playmaker. Michael Porter Jr. is not a playmaker. KCP is not a playmaker. Bruce Brown's not a playmaker. Those are more guys who are scrappy, who can catch and shoot. A few of them get the shot off the dribble, but most of the guys, they're rolling off of Jokic's playing style. Finding the open man, hitting your shots, finding the cutters, dunking, alley-oop, stuff of that nature. So with that being said, I feel like the game plan for Miami today is to make Jokic into a scorer, and then you have to roll with that. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Well, I'll say this. I lived out in Colorado for about 8 years when I was in the military. So I will say that, touching on what Hope said in the chat here, and yo, Diesel, of course we're not gonna kick you out, brother. We reading everything. You speaking some truth. I'm reading your comments as well. I will say this. When I first got to Colorado at the tender age of 19, let me tell you something. It does affect your breathing. I was coughing up blood. It took me some time to get accustomed to that new altitude. So if you're in Miami, where the altitude is not as high, because we live in the mountains out there. You're literally in the mountains. I woke up every morning, you saw the Rockies. It looked fake. It looked CGI-ish, right? Like God just literally just like, here you go. Beautiful scenery. But you're out there in the mountains. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not used to that altitude, it does play a big role on your breathing pattern. Right. Because when I did my first PT test out there, I almost failed it. But when I was in, St. Louis in the Army, I was running 11-minute, 12-minute miles. But it dropped down to like 14, 15 in Colorado. Of course, I cleaned it up, but that just shows the effect of the breathing out there. And then Hope also mentioned something else. And OC Love, salute to you. Also, Hope brought up that they just came off of a 7-game series. That can play an effect. I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but it does affect them legs. The team that has the most rest usually performs a little bit better, right? Because they're rejuvenated, right? But that just gives me to say, that's why I keep telling Miami, I really wouldn't hang my head low. You did play a good, hard-fought game, right? Because with all those things going against you, you were obviously playing. It's just that we got to clean up a little bit. That's why I'm not going too hard on Miami, because when you really look at it, it just small little tweaks here or there, they could have actually won the game on the defending floor. And that would have been big coming off of a 7-game series. So I'm not knocking Miami. I think Miami played a hell of a game. I just think that if they would have, probably been more situational aware at certain points, this could be a different conversation we're having. And so, the biggest thing is we got to attack the hoop. Keep shooting if you're open, right? Especially if you're on fire, keep shooting. But we got to get more attempts to get to that basket and draw some fouls. All right. Also, you lost, like I said, you lost by 11 points. Okay. It was a hard fought game. Jimmy, you already know what you got to do. We're going to need more than 13 points. We need you around that 25 plus range. Okay. And what do I mean? I don't mean you got to score 25, 30 points all in one quarter. It'd be nice if you could do that in 2 quarters. But at the end of the day, realistically, and just being fair to you, let's try to work, some points out throughout the quarters, right? Let's try to focus on a goal like, hey, let me get about 8 points or 6 points a quarter with like 5 or 4 assists a quarter, because it adds up, right? So, if you hitting 5 points a quarter, that's 20 points. So, you doing 8. Here we go. Now we starting to hit that 30 range. That definitely would have helped your team out. Supporting Kaz, especially when it comes to Struss and when it comes to Martin, bring it in if we have to. If you're not feeling your shot, I know you're not going to shoot that bad again, but if you're not feeling your shot, fundamentals 1-on-1, we all know this. Pump fake, take a step in, get that rhythm. Start seeing your shot go through that hoop. Start building your confidence up. Once you start building your confidence up, now take a step back and take that 3. But you got to build that confidence up, fellas. We can't keep clanking 3s and they're not dropping. That's hurting your team overall. Again, Bam, continue to do what you're doing. All right. Continue to play at that level. Can't have you hitting 26 the first night and your ass hitting 6 on the second one. We need you to continue to play like the way you're playing. And then when we're, referencing how you can maintain or irritate Joker, we're not saying that Joker, can't handle physicality. He's a big boy. Okay. We're not saying that. But what we're saying is you can irritate players. You can get in their way. What BJ is trying to allude to is that you don't want Joker to get comfortable out there. You don't, because when he gets comfortable, somebody finna score. That's what BJ is saying. When Joker gets to a point to where he's taking his time and that head is swiveling, because see, once that head swivel once, he done saw all 4 of his teammates. That's how good of a passer he is. You want him agitated. You want him making sure his eyes more so on the ball so it doesn't get stolen than more so him just sitting there dribbling, looking around. You don't want Joker getting to a point to where he's comfortable and he's monitoring the court and he sees where everybody's at, because obviously these guys' chemistry is off the chain, right? So that's what BJ's alluding to. BJ's not saying you're going to stop Joker. He's just saying make it more of a headache for Joker to earn those assists, to earn those baskets, instead of him getting to a point on the court to where he can take his time and look for back cuts and for all that. And I will end it like this, BJ. Fellas, if we haven't learned in that game 6 with the Celtics, we have to box out. A body has to find a body. Okay, I'm going all the way back to Coach Walk days when I was a sophomore in high school. This team will attack that basket even after they shoot and get easy buckets if you allow them to. When Porter came down the slash and he came down off that offensive rebound and made that big dunk, is because somebody wasn't boxing out. In a game like this, Miami, we don't need that. We need to find a body. I don't care if Struss is on Joker. Struss, you better push them little legs as hard as you can in the Joker's knees, even if he has to reach over you to get a rebound. You guys need to find a body when that ball goes through the air, because Denver is bigger. And we need to put as much pressure, as much effort, as much fight on their bodies and not make it easy for them. So at the end of the day, man, yo, Diesel, I appreciate that, brother. Like, I really like Butler. I really like the Heat. I really like Spoelstra. You know, if Denver wins, I wouldn't care. I really like both teams. But I'm just looking at it from a realistic point of view. This could be a totally different conversation if the little things were being had. And I know Spoelstra and that group is going to clean it up. So this is going to be a good series, BJ. I'm not too worried about it. I just think that we can't start lagging on a team like the Denver Nuggets.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. 34 likes, man. Let's get those likes up, man. I appreciate you making that clear. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because look, this is the thing. I mean, it's not rocket science. Obviously, you can't stop any great player. But you still have to play the player and try to make it as uncomfortable as possible. You're not finna just let him just go out there and just be comfortable and just do what he want to do. That's what Rick is saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what any basketball player would tell you. If you have a game plan, you know, Rick, when we played, you know, high school, college, coach has a game plan for every star player, right? That's what happens. You don't just have a game plan where you allow the star player to just do what they want to do, and then that's just going to be the end of it. You have to try to take something away and see if that option works. Seeing Jokic like this is going to be trouble. That's why I label this, he's a problem. Anytime that head swivels, anytime he starts looking for cutters, this is the way Jokic prepares to play. He loves to play where he has his head on the swivel. You see Bam right there have his hand on his hip. What we're saying is that you have to continuously put it where Jokic is actually having to work, right? In the Lakers series in the bubble, if y'all look at what Dwight Howard did, if y'all paid attention, basically what he did from baseline to baseline is he was actually staying side by side from by Jokic. He's actually making them feel him, actually making them touch him. Here comes Anthony Davis. Here comes JaVale McGee. Now, Miami doesn't have the size to rotationally do it. It's just really Bam Adebayo who has the size. But what we're saying is that's something that Jokic, you have to actually try to see what he does with it. Because what we just said, Jokic can't stop Bam either. So you're making him work on the defensive end and you're making him work on the offensive end. Your whole thing is to make Jokic actually feel something every time he touches the floor. That's because he's how great he is, right? So all in all, that's what it is when we're talking about how to deal with Jokic, right? So that's something that, you know, I just wanted to make sure we clean up, bro. But I definitely appreciate for you kind of making it clear for what we're talking about. But I'm gonna let people come in, man. You got any comments, bro, you want to actually see or talk about, man, and we can kind of go from there?
I just want to see what's the brother name? I just want to see Highsmith play a little bit more, honestly. Like I said, everything we went over, I feel like, you know, the Miami Heat, that culture, they'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure they watched tape 100 times. So everything we're talking about, I know they're probably on top of, especially with Spoelstra, you know, in the mix with that. But I do want to see, you know, my brother Highsmith play a little bit more, you know, because you need what did Collins call it? Guts and glue or something like that. Certain players during positions like this, you need fighters out there. And that brother,
exactly,
that brother was like fighting. I like him. Like, as a basketball player, I like him. So I want to see him play more. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and as you look at and people, if we look at the stat sheet again, like every game I look at the stat sheet to see, and compare and contrast what happened, not just the film, but also how it matches with the game. When I see Miami get 96 shots up and Denver 79, I look at two things. It can be one or two things. It could be that a good thing for Denver, a good thing for Miami, or for both. It could be Denver, if you actually see them get more shots up in the next game they can possibly hit. But also Miami, again, we saw in game one, they had a chance to win that game. People saying how outmatched Miami was. It was just a simple fact they could not hit shots. If you hit like 45 out of those 96 shots, you win the game. Right? So going into game two, Rick said the adjustment is you have to now hit jumpers. You got to now hit your shots. That goes for Strus. That goes for Caleb Martin. That goes for Jimmy Butler being aggressive and setting the tone and stopping the bleeding when you see Denver start going on a run, which they will go on at some point in the game. Get my shine on, brother. What's good, man? How you doing?
What's popping, fellas?
What's popping? What's popping?
Shit.
Bro.
Ready for this bounce back game tonight. Listen,
okay.
Me and BJ, we talk about this on Instagram a lot. Butler's got the man up, bro. It's like I've said this before on the show, but when we're talking about players who does what on both ends. Just like Kawhi went to Nick Nurse, Kawhi went to Ty Lue. He told both of them, hey, look, the nonsense y'all doing is not working. I got Giannis from now on. I got Luka from now on. All this other, I gave y'all enough time to run y'all shit. It ain't working. Butler got to do the same thing. He got to go in there and say, hey, if Spoelstra says, all right, Butler, you running, you got Gordon again. Or you got timeout, coach. I got Murray. It's mano y mano. If Jokic outscores my whole team at the end of this series, we tip our cap. But you can't sit there and allow you can't sit there and allow both stars to get 30. That don't work. That's not gonna work. Butler's got to man up and get on him. Now, I think Hope has said something smart in the chat. Jimmy is coming off game 7. Grueling series over there guarding Butler. When Brown gets hot, they put him on Brown. When somebody else get hot, so Butler did have to guard them people, but he's gonna have to take Murray. He should have took Murray game 1, but I think Butler was like, man, I'm chilling this game, man. I'm tired. We got a 7-game series. We still got to go back to Miami. Let's try to get one. If we don't get it, but he had to travel. Now they're not traveling. They're already in Denver. So the rest. The legs ought to be fresh. We ought to see a bounce back tonight. It's going to be hard to beat Denver in Denver. That's why I got Denver in 7. Miami shooters are going to shoot better. All your role players shoot better at home and shoot worse on the road. That's how it goes. He's got to take Murray, bro. All the other stuff is irrelevant. He got to take Murray and make Jokic do what he going to do. And if he beats you, he beats the whole team, do that. But Murray's got to. But we can't have no guard out here getting 30, bro. Not when the ball goes through Jokic. If Jokic gets 30, he supposed to, right? Murray not supposed to get 30. Ball ain't going through Murray all the time. He does that. They can affect the series. But and then also got to change the starting lineup. I'd put Duncan out there at 6'7". Put Love in the starting lineup. That way, because if Gordon and Porter don't get hot like the first 2 minutes of the game, they're not posting up, bullying over a 4-guard lineup, which is dumb as hell. That's some Ty Lue, Doc Rivers shit. If they're not doing that, then they may not get that hot. They don't get that hot, they may not shoot all and make their threes, right? So that's the 2 adjustments that they got to make. And if they do that, they can make this a series. If they don't, this shit going to be short and sweet.
I agree.
Great points, man. Great points. I'm gonna let T Sweezy go, man. What's good, T?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
BJ, what's the other guy name you on the show with?
That's my man Rick. That's my boy. That's our co-host.
Rick, yeah. You and Rick was speaking fact. Y'all was right. You feel me?
Yeah, he was cooking.
For surely. Denver in 7? Hell no. I don't know what the hell this dude been watching. If anything, it's Denver in 5. If Miami get lucky, it'll go 6. You get what I'm saying? But Like Miami running, slow running that four guard lineup, he giving me Tyronn Lue vibes. You feel me? That's not gonna cut it against a team like Denver and you know what I'm saying, Jokic. You feel me? Because Jokic, he's so damn tall, right? Um, you don't know if the motherfucker gonna pass it. You don't know if he gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he gonna run straight to the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is so damn fucking smart. But Miami, they gotta throw some bodies, bro. You feel me? Like putting Highsmith and Butler on Jokic, that's not gonna cut it. You feel me? Like Bam, okay, cool. He had a good game and shit, but come on, bro. Let's be real. Jokic wasn't even trying. You get what I'm saying? And Jokic had a mid game, and he was over there eating them dudes alive. You feel me? And Miami, they live off the free throw line, and I never thought Miami would shoot 2 free throws. Those 2 free throws came from Highsmith. You feel me? Highsmith should definitely play more minutes. You feel me? I agree with y'all on that. Also, I was very shocked that Max Strus and Caleb Martin didn't play in the fourth quarter. You feel me? I'm hella mad we lost them. I don't know how the fuck we couldn't expose them. Denver, they exposed that zone defense. They basically trying to double Jokic. What's that shit called? The high post? Where basically they send 2 people at him in the middle, right? Is that what that called, DJ?
Yeah, the high post.
Yeah. So basically, Butler's gonna have to step up. They're gonna need Kevin Love. Zell is not gonna do nothing, but I guess they're gonna have to use his body. You feel me? I think Zeller is their tallest player. Zeller and Love.
Yeah, Zell is their tallest player. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. Love has been dealing with a back injury.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was gonna say, Denver. I don't think they're gonna have an off shoot night. You get what I'm saying? And Denver, they've been the most consistent team since January. You feel me? So I don't think Denver gonna have an off night. It might be a close game. Who knows? It might be a blowout. There's a reason why Denver's undefeated at home. They got the best bench player in Bruce Brown, who could defend 1 through 4. You know what I'm saying? He like a 6'4" small forward who can guard bigger guys. Small, crafty dude. He can hit open shots. He can get to the rack. He lead the NBA. He lead the NBA in scoring off the bench, which is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Jokic is like a big old quarterback. You feel me? So, like, if you double him, bro, he's gonna really bro. He could really see the whole field, bro. He's like Peyton Manning, bro. Like he's so damn fucking smart. He could. You don't know if the motherfucker gonna pass it. You don't know if he could shoot the ball. He could do aggressive back down. You know what I'm saying? And but if they put Jimmy on Murray, that's gonna open the door for Michael Porter Jr., right? And that's gonna open the door for KCP and Aaron Gordon. You feel me? But I think if Jimmy Butler guard Murray the whole game, he's gonna be gassed out. And Miami, they're not good at running man. They try to run man a little bit. They got exposed. So the only thing they could do is run a zone. But Spo can't run in that stupid ass 2-3 zone. Thinking Mike Malone don't know how to game plan against that. Like these dudes ain't had 2 weeks off. But yeah, though, man. Miami a tough team, but they don't got the size to keep up with Denver. You know what I'm saying? I do think Miami gonna probably steal a game at their home, maybe game 3 or 4, and then Denver close out in 5.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. I'm gonna comment on what T Sweezy said. Both of y'all, you and get my shine on T Sweezy said some good stuff. Let's go to OC Love, man. What's good, bro? What's good?
What's up, y'all? Salute everybody.
What's up, OC Love?
Salute.
Yeah, we was kind of cooking on what to do on the podcast yesterday. So I think that's pretty much the same game plan. You got to put some size on them. I mean, you got to get physical with Jokic and make him into a scorer.
Facts.
You can't let him sit around and pick you apart with that pass, and he's too smart with the ball. And you want to make Murray a passer. You don't want him cooking on the outside. So I would put Jimmy on him for parts of the game. Like you don't want to do too much where he get tired, but you want to put Jimmy on him to slow him down a little bit.
Hey, OC, let me ask you a question. Since when does Kawhi say, "All right, man, I'm tired. I can't guard him no more"? That
Facts.
we nobody want to hear that bullshit.
No,
Nobody want to hear that bullshit, bro. Kawhi said, "I got this, man, the whole game, and I'm gonna get 30 or 40. Man, if you ain't in shape, take your ass to the gym. We ain't got time to be tired, bro."
I'm not expecting.
But go ahead, OC. Go ahead.
I'm not expecting Jimmy to say I'm tired. I'm not expecting that.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah.
Man, you got time to be, bro. Superstar. That's why you're a superstar, bro.
No, I
ain't making
agree.
no
I agree
excuses.
wholeheartedly.
Jordan ain't making no excuse. They said, "Man, I got Reggie Miller all night. I got Gary Payton all night."
You're right.
Bro, tired, bro, tired. If you're tired, bro, you need to question the strength and conditioning program. How many times we seen LeBron and Giannis somebody play 48 minutes? We ain't got time to be tired, bro. You better get your ass
We
on
up
the
here
court.
talking about practice.
Right,
That's a good
bro.
point, though.
But go ahead, OC. Go ahead. I wanted to kill that word tired, bro. I bet you this. You let Miami get up 3-0 and see if Jokers don't play 48 minutes for 4 straight games. I bet you that. I bet you don't say I'm tired. We ain't got time for that. Go ahead. I'm
Go out the
sorry.
window.
No, I'm not expecting Jimmy to get tired. No, I'm just saying you don't want to take away too much from his offense. You want him to be aggressive from the jump. You need Jimmy to be aggressive from the jump. Otherwise, it's gonna be a blowout. No, I don't really see Denver making this close game if Jimmy's off again. If Jimmy's off again, I don't see this being a close game. Yeah, I will. I think that's gonna be bad for them if he's passive and not attacking the rim and not getting to the free throw line. I don't think that'll be a good recipe.
They can't expect him to be the leading scorer, and if they want him to guard Jamal Murray, but they don't run man. It's like they run zone. Feel me?
Yeah,
They run in the zone because they run the 4-guard lineup. So that kills that, right? That's the problem. He had no choice to run zone if he gonna put a stupid lineup out there. What coach in the NBA puts 4 guards on the court, bro? And Spoelstra is highly respected in this league. It's dumb.
That wasn't smart.
Yeah, that's why Ty and Doc losing too, right? That's why they were losing games.
Hold on. But Ty Lue's different, though, man. I'm gonna keep this in Ty Lue like that. Ty Lue's a little different. If Paul George and Kawhi's playing, bro, he can do that, bro. Like that, they're not healthy.
Okay, so if Kawhi, they're not guards, so you're not running a 4-guard lineup. Then that's the whole point. That's small forwards. They big small forwards.
Yeah,
Kawhi and Paul George is not. They're not Steve Kerr size. They're not Vincent size. I mean, he can run. He can put more guards out there. Duncan 6'7". How big? Look up how big Highsmith is. He's 6'5", 6'6".
He's 6'4". He's 6'4", 220. 6'4", 220.
That man
he got size at 6'4".
He looks bigger on screen though too. That's crazy.
Yeah. How big is Bruce Brown? Look that up too.
Bruce Brown's like 6'4", 6.
They're the same height, 6'4".
Okay, so the cat came in here a while ago and said Bruce Brown was guarded 1 through 4. All right, so if he's only 6'4", but he guard 1 through 4, that means he got some beef on him. All right, Highsmith's got beef. This dude ain't just playing small guards, bro. He's playing weak small guards. These guys are weak. You can't do that against Denver, and that's why tonight you're gonna see a lineup change. If you don't see a lineup change tonight, it's like I said. I didn't say Denver in 7. I said Denver in 7 if they make these adjustments. And if they don't, I also said it's gonna be short and sweet, like the guy said. So I can see Denver winning short in 5, like he said. But
sure.
but you can't play 4 weak guards, bro. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can't play 4 weak guards. But I want to speak on something like Rick said. I have been to Denver and I went to a game between T-Mac and Melo when Melo was still in Denver. And man, I tell you, when I got to Denver, I was exhausted. Like that altitude really wiped me out. I couldn't breathe. I was stuck in wind like a fish.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I was.
Damn.
Hey, OC, so how many games has the Miami Heat been in Denver now? Since they traveled there, what days is this?
Like the third day.
I think it's the third day.
Third day, because it was there, skipped a day, and then it gotta be the third or fourth day.
So they didn't get there a day before game 1?
They did.
They did.
They did. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so you got the day before game one, then you got game one, then you got 2-day break, and then you got Sunday.
Yeah,
This like day 5 day in Denver, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but
it
still affects you though. It still affects you when you first get on that court.
Let me go to TuneIn Sports real quick, man. Let me go to TuneIn Sports.
You can adjust to it, but it affects you from the beginning.
Let me go to TuneIn Sports real quick, man, because he get his take off. What you got, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna let y'all cook until my time. I ain't want to cut nobody off. But
you good, you got it.
Yeah, man. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, man?
BJ.
Good tuning.
What's going on with you? I just want to say, man, shout out to Kevin Love, Jeff Green, Coach Malone, former Cavaliers. For me, it's a win-win. Whoever win the series. I wish both Jimmy and Joe could probably get a ring, but it's not gonna happen like that. I think they both deserve it. But I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I think I agree with T Swizzy. I think the Nuggets will win the series. Me personally, I know only been like one game, but I don't know, man. I just feel like Nuggets going to get it. But listen, like the games, I think will be competitive. I don't think it's going to be like I think game 2 going to be different from game 1. I think the game's going to be competitive. But it starts with Jimmy. I know he played like I guess you could say a different style of basketball. Like, if Max is open, he's gonna hit Max even if he go over 7.
He still gotta attack that rim though, man.
No, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if he's the best player on the team, and y'all say he's top 5, he's a superstar. He gotta start acting like it, man. This is the NBA Finals. You're not guaranteed to make it to this stage again, man. You know how hard it is to make an NBA Finals. It's only like it's 30 teams. It's 30 teams in the NBA. You only get 2 teams to make it to the NBA Finals, and only one team is able to win. So they got to start playing like it, man. And you need more for Jimmy, and because if this is Jason Tatum or Braun or anyone, they would be getting some type of criticism for what Jimmy is doing, right? And I think Jimmy, and the team need to get more aggressive, make their shots, definitely get to the line, and this is the toughest opponent they've seen in the playoffs. I don't think nobody would disagree with that. Yeah, so you can't play those mental games with the Nuggets. So
they ain't gonna punk Denver. They ain't gonna punk Denver like they did Boston.
Exactly, they not that, right? So in order for the Heat to win the series, one of the things they had to do to shut down Jamal Murray, like I said, and I agree with BJ. I think BJ said this: you make Joker the scorer and not the passer, and that's probably one of the best chances to win in some of these games. But I think, me personally, I think the Nuggets go up 2-0 tonight, and Miami go back home and probably is able to win on their floor.
Okay. All right. Interesting take. Appreciate you tuning in, sports. Let's go to Hope. Everyone shut their mic off too, because somebody got some static. Everybody shut their mic off. All right.
What's good, Hope? BJ.
Hey, everybody.
All right. What's
up, everybody?
Hope?
Can y'all hear me?
What's good, Hope?
What's up?
Congratulations.
Salute.
What's going on?
I just feel like I think whoever wins tonight will determine the whole series. Yes, I do believe Miami can win tonight. Like I said in my comment section, it was because they had just came out for Game 7, and then they flew to Denver, and we know how hard it is to play in Denver. But now that they've been there for a couple of days or a few days, I believe they'll come out more aggressive. But I need Jimmy to jump out like aggressive. Be aggressive from the start. Don't wait for your teammates. You take over because you're the superstar. You the leader. You have to set the tone for everybody else, right? So, y'all made some key points about playing Kevin Love and Cosman. I would play Kevin Love at the 5 and move Bam to the 4 to put Kevin Love on the Joker to at least give him to make Joker play defense, because that's one thing that the Joker doesn't want to do. He doesn't like playing defense. And if you make him work on the defense, you're going to tire him out by the 3rd, 4th quarter. That way, Jamal Murray have to take over. And if you were to put Jimmy Butler on him, then who you going to put on Aaron Gordon? Because really, there's nobody can stop Aaron Gordon. I'm just going to be honest. Nobody can stop him. Because he's more physical, he's bigger, he's stronger than the Miami Heat whole squad, basically. So, I don't think, I want to say Miami has a chance. Because it reminds me of the 2006 NBA Finals with the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. And they was down 0-2. But I saw Dwayne Wade take over. So I need Jimmy Butler to have that same mentality that Dwayne Wade had. And if he plays like he know how to play, there's no one that can beat them if Jimmy Butler plays like Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Max Strus, stop shooting because he ain't making no shots. And I would put him on the bench and bring Duncan Robinson as a starter. Caleb Martin, he gotta go in the paint. He can't keep shooting threes. He can't keep doing that. You gotta play in the paint. Play in the paint. Play inside, then go outside because that opens your 3-point shot. But I need Jimmy Butler to work that block, get in the block, get his teammates open, and do what he do. And that'll free up a lot of them. That's how I look at it. But I do say Denver has a chance to win in 6, but I'm leaning towards Miami because I'm feeling like Jimmy can take over.
Well said.
That sounds just like what I'm thinking in my head. So Hope, appreciate you with that take, definitely. Kirk, my fault, man. Go ahead and make your take, bro. My fault. I skipped you.
No, you good, BJ. I was I just wanted to say something. But what's going on, y'all?
Salute.
Good, bro.
Ain't nothing, man. I mean, I agree. What's up, Hope? I agree with all y'all points, and I definitely agree with Hope when she was saying like whoever wins tonight's game is probably going to win the series. But I kind of disagree. But I think tonight's game starts today because you know that 7-game series Miami Heat had and everything like that. It was tired. Nuggets had so much time to prepare. Like I said, their first NBA Finals. I keep saying that. That is big. That's big for the city of Denver. That's just big for the Nuggets, period. So tonight is, to me, that's the series starts tonight. Like, I don't care what no one says. And Jimmy, he does have to be aggressive. But to me, I'm not going to lie to y'all, bro. When I seen in Game 6 of the Celtics series how, I know this is not the Celtics, but how Miami, was playing good and Jimmy didn't play until the fourth quarter. Jimmy can have like not a great game, but he can have a good game, and if the game's tight, and they can give Jimmy the ball and he can close it out. So that's how I see Jimmy. Jimmy's not like a full superstar. Like, he's a star. He doesn't have to take over like D Wade. He has to give you like flashes of that. He has to show up when they need him to. Like, kind of like what Caleb Martin was doing in the Celtics series. Like, give me a bucket when I need a bucket. He doesn't have to show up for the whole game. Just show up when we need you to. Jimmy Butler is a star, not a superstar. I've been saying that for a long time. He is not a superstar. He is a star. He's compared to Kawhi, I understand, because he turns up, but Kawhi is a little different. Kawhi is proven. He is solid. He is, to me, Kawhi and KD are very similar. But obviously, I'm taking Kawhi. But Jimmy is a star. You have to give Jimmy the ball when he needs the ball, especially in tight games. So if the Heat can keep it tight, they're gonna win this. They're gonna win tonight. That's just my opinion. So
I think he is a superstar, but I do agree with he can take over in certain spots of the game. He's easily capable of filling games in the crunch. Yeah, that's his MO.
yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. Because it's like he shows superstar moments, but you want to give Jimmy the the ball in his spots, especially when like if he can make them, whoever's guarding, or when a game's tight, like he's gonna will those shots in, and he can do it. He had a superstar performance in the Bucks series. I loved it, so he can do it. But you can't put so much pressure on Jimmy. You have to put pressure on the other teammates like Matt Strus, 0 points, Caleb Martin, 3 points, and I seen the box scores y'all was talking about, you and Rick. It was so similar. Like, they came back. I mean, like I said, I do agree with Smith. Like, he probably has to get way more minutes because he played good. Kyle Lowry played good. It was just that Jimmy didn't show up. Caleb and Max Strus didn't show up. I mean, let's just be honest. And Bam played amazing. So if you can keep it tight and give and have Jimmy an opportunity to take over the game when he needs to take over the game, Miami's going to be okay to me. But, I mean, I got Nuggets probably – I'm going to say Nuggets in 6. But Miami did – I mean, they can – anything's possible for Miami. When I seen from that Bucks series and from the Celtics, like anything, don't be surprised Miami if they win this series in 7. So that's just my take.
I mean, just from what you said, bro, is how I feel like it's gonna come down. And I'm glad Hope made this analogy. She said it reminds me of the 06 series where Dallas won both games, and that's when Dwayne Wade averaged 35 points the rest of the series. Jimmy Butler cannot have a 13-point game performance. There's no other way cutting it. And you shot only 14. You only shot 14. I'm looking at the shots he should. He should shot 14 shots. That's the same amount as Gabe Vincent. You shot 10 less shots than Amin Adebayo, or 11 less shots. And you got Highsmith shooting 10 shots. I don't care if you scored 13 points, but you can't be having 14 shots when your second best star has twice as much as you almost, and then your third best star or one of your role players has the same amount of shots as you. And it's not contributing to a win. Now, if it was something different, if guys were hitting shots, but if you see your guys not hitting shots and the ball's not going to the basket, you have to think in your head, okay, exactly. You can't think in your head like, okay, is this really helping our team or hurting our team? Is it helping my guys or hurting my guys? Because Jimmy said it after the press conference yesterday. He's going to keep feeding them. Okay, that's fine, keep feeding them, but do it in spurts. Don't keep giving you the ball 2, 3, 4, 5 possessions in a row and they're not hitting. Give them the ball a couple possessions, then you score. If they make it, cool. Give them another 2 shots. Give them another shot. Like, you have to continuously take control of the game and stop the bleeding. Because while they clanking shots, here comes the back and forth. Here comes Denver with the fast break points, with the Jokic looking, to throw the ball. Like, that kills your momentum. Man, we're timeout.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big difference between him and Kawhi. Like, bro, Kawhi down by 8, 10 points.
He's not going to keep passing the ball and nobody hitting shots.
That's like, think about it. He's going to keep passing to Westbrook. He's going to keep passing it to Nicholas Batum, Terrence. He ain't going to keep passing it. You're like, we need
breaking.
No,
yeah,
he's going to get to the spots.
These guys.
He's going to get to the spots.
Exactly. That's why I disagree.
They have to let the game come to them. And if you allow the game to come to you, it'll calm you down. It'll allow you to freely get your shots up the way that you normally should. They rush their shots, and that's what was the biggest problem. They kept rushing shots. And if you rush your shots, you're never going to get momentum.
That's a good point, Hope. That's facts. You do got to let the game flow to you. And the free throws, too. That's I forgot to say that. The free throws probably the biggest eye-opener for me. They have to be very aggressive. And like you said, Jimmy, Jimmy likes to go to the rim. He likes to cut. He likes to pump fake. He has to be very aggressive down there. So free throws, to me, the biggest thing. You cannot have 2 free throws in the finals, bro. You cannot have two, bro. 4 quarters. What is it? 15 minutes, right? 2 free throws. What the hell?
When you play 4 small guards, bro, where the free throws gonna come from? Denver ain't finna go out there and start fouling you on the 3-point line.
That's a good point.
That's all on Spoelstra. Everything is on Spoelstra. The same way we say the shit's on Tyler. You put 4 small guards on the court versus a big team, bro. Before the ball even jumps off at the end of the game, you better expect Hope to be saying this finna be 20 to 2 free throws right here. From what I'm looking at, when this jump ball starts, so where the free throws gonna come from? These small guards going in the paint versus Towers. You're not getting no free throws like that. That's on the coach. And then on the other end, you about to get posted up by everybody. The whole Denver team is posting up.
That is on the coach, but that don't exempt Jimmy and Bam from getting to the foul line, though.
No, I mean, yeah, he's right.
Well, I mean, that's what Jimmy and Bam are small too compared to Gordon and Jokic. They got like 2 rim protectors down there.
But
2 free throws the whole game.
They've been getting to the free throw line every game in the playoffs.
Literally, and 2 free throws the whole game. I mean, I think that kind of contributes to the second.
And they were not attacking the rim. They weren't.
That's what I'm saying. They were shooting the ball. They was not aggressive.
They was jacking up shots.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they do, though. I mean, they always gonna shoot a 3. That's their game. You ain't gonna see a lot of free throws tonight. You just not, because that's not their game. But you got to remember, Boston's not only stupid, they mentally weak. And Denver is the total opposite. Denver is not going to go down there and foul y'all.
You're right. Hey, I'm a Celtics fan. You absolutely right, brother.
They are
about my
stupid.
team.
I
They
got a
got a lot
soft
of
spot for the
flaws.
Celtics
He's
too.
right. They
We do
got to
the good
attack
things
Jokic
and then we
tonight.
do stupid things.
They got to
But
attack
they are
Jokic
stupid.
tonight.
They are stupid.
Denver's
They
not
are
a stupid
stupid.
though.
They are a stupid team. I got a soft spot for the Celtics
When
too because
Brogdon
my
got
cousin
injured,
played
that
for them.
fucked
But
us up,
they are a
man.
stupid
And we don't
team.
have a coach. Denver actually runs offensive. They actually run offensive sets. We don't run offensive. All we do is shoot threes and run iso ball. And then, if I would have known Jaylen Brown would have been one of the worst two-way players in the playoffs and Al Horford, then I would have had us losing my damn
Bro, I
self.
think he's injured, bro. I think he's injured.
Jaylen Brown injured for sure.
That's clearly to me. It's clear.
He's not an All NBA performer for no reason.
Yeah,
They
but
said it's
elbow
something wrong
in
with
hand,
his right
man.
hand.
Elbow and hand.
yeah, but if they was winning games, they wouldn't be bringing up the hurt excuse. They were stupid.
I agree.
People saying that Jaylen Brown can't go, bro. He couldn't go right or left in that series. He been playing like that.
He's a
since the
turnover
Philly game.
machine. He's a turnover
Right.
machine. That's
But his
sad.
turnovers never been that damn bad though. Like he turned over the
his
ball
hand,
like 6
bro.
times.
You could
against
tell there was
Golden
something
State.
going on with Jaylen Brown.
And he make up for it, but it's
wrong.
like he couldn't do anything to recover from that. You feel me?
That man was injured, bro.
He may have been injured, but most of that was what the Miami Heat was doing to them.
You think so? Because last year they was Jaylen Brown was balling last year in that series.
Jaylen Brown was balling last year. He was averaging like
Actually, he was the reason why Jaylen Brown was the reason why they won that series to me.
If you combine that stupid play with the way Miami was attacking them, that's what cost them that series.
I give you that. They had good defense though, but Miami needs to attack Joker tonight. They need to attack him. Like Hope said, like y'all said, he's not a good defender. You have to attack him in the paint tonight, and you have to get free throws. I don't care. You have to attack that man tonight. Like,
well, let's talk about the free throws because I want to get my shine on when he says that, you know.
Hey, without the free throws, Jimmy Butler ain't squat, BJ.
Because
if you put 4 guards on the court,
hold on. Let me ask a question because I want to get this perspective, and I want Rick to talk a little bit about this too. When you say they too small to get to the line, I mean, what other ways do you see them actually attack? Because to me personally, it's just about getting there. Like at least you get into the line. But it looks like to me they were hesitant to even get to the basket. And I watched Miami this season; they're 9th in the league in free throws attempts. So they can get to the line. So I'm trying to figure out, is Denver's rim protection just that good where it actually puts a hesitancy on Miami to get to the basketball hoop? Like, what do you mean in that term?
Nah, I don't agree with that.
I disagree.
They just didn't.
Because this is why you put 4 guards on the court. Bro. Even Michael Porter was swatting shit. They was going to the paint. He was throwing it off the damn backboard. Like they too damn small, and that's why you will guarantee see a lot of adjustment tonight. Yeah, I promise you will, because you cannot sit there and allow. And be honest, the Heat kind of got lucky. They was missing shots. They were missing shots too. Now, when you allow Gordon and Porter to go, bro, they was drop stepping, dunking on folks in the paint. Most time that's gonna boost their confidence up, and they're gonna start raining every shot they take, mid range. 3-pointers, all that. Denver was missing shots too, so it could have got more ugly. But the thing is, if you watch Gordon and Porter and Jokic play, they wasn't leaving their feet because they just watched the Boston Celtics do this shit. So they can try to get to the rim. Yeah, they can do that. But also you got to realize too, they are fatigued because they are getting annihilated on the other end. And they coming off of Game 7. They getting abused in the paint. The confidence is getting taken away from them. Like Denver just manhandled them out the gate.
They did.
So they man, if any of y'all play ball, y'all know momentum and confidence can change your 15-point game to a 30-point game if you're a scorer like that. If you ain't got the confidence,
it did sap some of their confidence. I agree with that.
Yeah, but they was bullying them boys, bro. The boys look. If you just watch their body language. They heads was down. They was like, man, we got no answer for y'all right now. And then of course, Spoelstra didn't help the shit.
They were getting pumped.
Yeah, they were getting pumped. And Spoelstra didn't help the shit. He left them out there to get pumped. He didn't change the lineup.
Man, it's just we can't, bro. The series starts tonight, bro. Like Game 1, I understand it's the finals.
I agree with that point.
They did get punked. They came off a 7-game series. I understand. I'm not trying to make excuse for Miami. I'm just saying, like, you could just tell, like, we all had nuggets. This is their first NBA Finals, bro. I can only imagine their preparation for this game. They're gonna win game one. I give you that. And they still came back. Fuck that. 2 free throws the whole game. Caleb Martin 3 points. Max Strus 0 points, and you still came back with Kyle Lowry and Smith on the bench. No, the game starts tonight, bro. That's how Miami's looking at the game. They're like, okay, you got game one. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Game
That's why
two
I
starts
said
tonight, bro.
my open statement, I said I expect a bounce back game tonight.
Yeah, it starts tonight.
It's going to be hard to win in Denver. I promise you. And it's going to be extra hard to win because we all, like we say, Butler can take over the game. We all see Murray do this shit too now. But Butler is going to have to put his foot down on that man's neck at some point this series, and I hope it starts tonight because I want Jimmy to win. That's who I want to win, but I don't got nothing against Denver.
I just don't know if they can do it.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do it, but I promise you how they not going to do it, OC, and that's by playing a 4-guard lineup. They finna get swept. They do that shit because what do you think they gonna do when they go back to Miami? Jokers and Aaron Gordon and Malone gonna say, hey, Porter, you too, take care. They're gonna keep putting these small boys on the court. We're going right to the paint all night long, and that's where you're gonna see foul trouble and you're gonna see blowouts.
Yeah, that small lineup ain't gonna work.
But I expect what he just said, a bounce back game. But the bounce back game is going to start with the bounce back lineup. That's where it's going to start at.
You might be right. They might put Smith in the lineup.
I'm cool with Smith. You got to put somebody bigger. I would go with Duncan. Here's the reason why. Strus is just a stay outside and shoot the ball type player. Duncan is going to move that court, and he's going to hit them back doors. And Joker's going to have to leave Bam and go try to contest Duncan at the rim. Duncan's a mover. They going to have to guard that man, especially if he get hot.
Very good.
He not just going to go 0 for 10 from the 3-point line. He finna shoot 6 backdoor layups on your ass too. And he's 6'7". So I would put him in and love him.
He's a mover, but he's capable of going cold too.
No, I like him.
But I'm saying even if he's 0 for 10, OC, he gonna get you 4 or 5 layups because he's gonna move. What layups?
I agree.
What layups did Strus get? Duncan's a mover.
Hey, I want to ask too. I'm gonna let Rick. What you think about everything everyone's saying about the points? What you got? Because you kind of either.
I think everybody is making good points. Now I will touch on far as the 2 free throws. I mean, from what I saw with my eyes, Miami wasn't aggressive. They were just shooting. It goes back to the touching point of what I said in the beginning of the show. If you're missing that many shots in a row, bring it in. And to build your confidence, because now when you're hitting shots, now the defense has to show you respect. They have to play up on you. But what am I about to segue into now? I'm not saying that you jump right back to the 3, but now that they jump at you, you in a triple threat already, get them off their feet, get them shifting, because now you're a threat. Now you got that shot warmed up. It gives you more options to get to the line because, like Hope was saying earlier, D Wade was 6'4", but he attacked that basket. Granted, he could jump higher than everybody, but he attacked the basket without fear. He was getting to that rack. So the aggression I saw as far as attacking the basket as a team, I didn't see it. So I think we can do a lot better as far as attacking the basket, whether they're big or not. At least go at them, be more aggressive. But as far as everything else, I do like the Duncan Robinson take that Thomas was saying. Pretty much, he's gonna get you some layups. He moves around, even if he tends to go cold, because I have seen that as well. I like what Thomas was saying, like he's gonna cut. So even if he's not hitting all his shots effectively or efficiently, he's gonna get you some points in there. Instead of just sitting there, running off and then sitting there and trying to shoot a 3, him moving around, you're going to get some, points where when Jokic or Joker gets a little tired, or, he's not really coordinated as far as just cutting back real quick. Those are open layups. So I do agree with that. But that aggression was not there. They were not attacking that basket. And I'm not saying that they will be successful 100% of the time, but at least try. They didn't try. They were just out there shooting threes. And going back to what Thomas said, you would think that Spoelstra will call a timeout and say, yo, what y'all doing? Are y'all just going to sit and shoot threes? Are y'all going to try to go in? Y'all going to try to attack the basket? So, yeah, I do put a little bit of responsibility on Spoelstra for that. But outside of that, as a basketball player, we all know if you're not hitting your threes, either attack the basket or bring it in until you warm that shot up to become a threat to the oppositional side to respect it. So that when they run at you, you can run past them, you can get them off their feet, you can look for your man on the opposite side cutting to the basket. It makes more of an optional game-based play when you're more aggressive going towards that basket. But just sitting there and clanking shots, it ain't gonna help you none.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Great
said.
points, man. I wanted to bring something else, but I think people ain't paying attention to. So you guys know Miami Heat's missing, Tyler Hero. So from what I've been hearing, is it possibly game 2 or game 3 he's going to return? How do you feel like Tyler Hero would help the Miami Heat overall get more of an advantage? Y'all think it will help the Miami Heat or hurt them?
It's gonna help him because Jokic is gonna have to play that pick and roll when he gets the ball in his hand. This is the thing with Hero and Robinson. Both of them cats, just like Strus can go 0 for 10, both of them cats can go 10 for 10. And they can do that shit quick, fast, and in a hurry. Joker's not finna just sag off that damn pick and roll with Hero out there with the ball like that. That ain't gonna work. He gonna have to step up. I would say this: you got Vincent, Martin, Duncan, Hero. Two of them cats are gonna be hot. So Jokers can't just sit back in the paint. Which another thing, like Roger was saying, if Duncan starts going to the rim, now Joker's got to meet Duncan at the rim. Now you're talking about offensive rebounds. Now here comes your foul calls. So that also, y'all want more fouls? There you go. That's one of the moves right there. By putting him in the game, he's got more downhill action than the other cats have got. And when Jokers has to help, then Bam and Butler can get on that glass. So, and you all know, man, this common sense. We're gonna see a lot more than 2 down free throws tonight. That don't happen every night. We're gonna see free throws tonight. And Hope said it. Roger said it. The Cats coming off Game 7, bro. They had to travel. And then OC was like saying he done been up there. Roger's done been up there. The boy said they can't breathe. So it's true what everybody's saying. But they've been in Denver for 5 days now. I'm sure they've adjusted a little bit. Yeah. You know, the breathing's probably better. They've been laid up in the hotel for 2 days instead of riding on the plane. We're gonna see a bounce back game tonight and a lineup change. That's for sure. But Jokic has got to come up on that pick and roll with Hero. If Hero ain't rusty, that is, BJ. So Hero could come out here and kind of be timid and like it could work both ways. But I would bring him off. I would bring him off the bench and let him run with Lowry. And
I would agree with that.
I would too.
I put Duncan in the game. He's 6'7". Even if Duncan, even if they try to contest Duncan, he elevates high on that jumper. He's shooting over that shit.
Right.
Recent update: Caleb Martin is questionable with an illness.
Wow,
man, that's crazy.
So
that's not good.
Yeah,
that's that weather change that OC and Barger talking about. They go up there, it's cold, man.
So Tyler Hero might actually have to play then, huh?
Well, according to yesterday, they said he was out, but I mean, who knows? It could change. But right now, it looks like Tyler Hero's out. Caleb Martin's questionable. So you're gonna have to go deeper into your bench if you're Eric Spoelstra. You're gonna have to start putting in guys. Highsmith is gonna get some minutes tonight for sure.
For sure.
And also Kevin Love. You have to look at him as well. Because if you're going to go with that mindset, like Hope said, if you're going to put in Jimmy on Jamal Murray, somebody got to guard Aaron Gordon. And Miami don't really have too much size out there, so you got to put somebody like a Kevin Love to, be 6'10", at least try to, contain him some type of way.
Yeah, bro. Aaron Gordon he ain't all that, bro. He's a problem if he gets the mismatch, but. Bro, he's not all that. He's not just finna bully Kevin Love like he bullying Vincent and Strus and Martin. Like, he was drop stepping, dunking on these boys, bro. Like that shit's demoralizing. Like he was hurting folks' feelings out there, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Nah, he ain't best defender. What you mean he ain't all that? He been having a defensive year.
No, I'm saying he's not. No, what I mean by that was. Maybe I could use better terminology. What I mean by that, he's not finna go out there and get no 20 to 30 on Kevin Love by bullying in the paint. If he gets hot from the three,
okay,
you tip your cap. But bullying, bro, this man was drop. Bro, if y'all play ball, y'all know how hard it is to drop step dunk on somebody. That shit hard. This brother, man, he was making that shit like he was shooting free throws.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing about Aaron Gordon is, bro, like, because the Nuggets are so good and they have so many pieces. If you have an Aaron Gordon just roaming around, that's dangerous, bro. Because don't forget where Aaron Gordon can give you 20, 25 points a game. Like he was doing that over
Man,
in
and he's
Orlando.
a great.
Like
He's an elite dunker too.
yeah, like
Wasn't he in the dunk competition or something like that?
exactly.
Whatever you call it. Yeah, he can get off the
Exactly. No,
ground.
he was exactly, bro. You're right.
He's 6'10", right?
He's exactly, bro. He's tall as shit, bro. He can dunk. He's
Kevin
athletic,
Love
bro.
got slow feet too.
Exactly, bro. When you have an Aaron Gordon roaming around on a Nuggets team and you're not worried about Aaron Gordon, you're worried about everyone else. Oh, that's dangerous, bro. Like that's just, to me, that's just dangerous. But that's not the problem, though. So
especially when you guard him with midgets.
His defense been up there though, bro.
Yeah. I'm not saying Love is the stopper. That's not what I'm saying. He gonna resist the shit a little bit. That's what I'm saying. Like when the crowd sees, bro, Gordon drop step dunking on people. The crowd gets loud, the shooters get hot. Like it's just a snowball effect when you allowing a man to consistently drop step dunk on your ass. And the only thing you can do about it is send him to the free throw line. Like at least he's gonna have to shoot over Kevin Love. If he gets 23 on Kevin Love, so be it, bro. Tip your cap. But again, you can't just bend over and take it, bro. You got to.
Whoa.
You got to. Nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with all that. What I'm saying is, that's what they doing though, for real. Them motherfuckers been over like Easy E last game one, bro. They just allowed that shit,
bro. This team did come. This team did cut it to 8 points with I don't know how many minutes left because of Lowry and Smith. So
they did.
I mean, we seen sparks. Like we talking all this, blah blah blah, but this team did cut it down to an 8-point lead, and they did.
Well,
made a lot of mistakes though.
So let me ask you this. How much of that you gonna credit? Denver did just kind of get lackadaisical for a short period.
They definitely do, and you know what, bro? You're definitely right about that because they've been doing it all playoffs. They've been doing like Denver will go up, they will kind of relax, but not like relax too much. But you can kind of tell they're just going through their sets. Like, okay, just run this play. Oh, okay, Jamal Murray missed maybe 5 more shots. Okay, now the team's coming back now. The Lakers is doing it, but the Lakers, they just couldn't close it out. I mean, because they're an overrated team, but we're not going to talk about that. But Nuggets, they've relaxed a lot, and they are overrated, bro. Because you can't get one game.
They relax.
You can't get,
and it's usually when Murray go to coasting when they do that.
Facts, and he gets cold. Like Murray gets cold. He's like BJ said, he got
the tendency to coast too, like get a little big headed and front run.
Exactly. So Miami has to take advantage of that. Exactly. Miami's been taking advantage about the whole playoffs. If you think about it, like every time a team was up.
I don't think Murray's, and to be, I want to see how much condition Jamal Murray is in, because most of the time when I'll be seeing him out there, he usually be relaxed and comfortable what he's at. I want to see what he looks like when you try to speed him up. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Denver they're dangerous already, right? But when Murray is hot, bro, that team is it's a whole different level, bro. You can beat them and force Jokic. They need to start forcing Jokic to shoot more jumpers. Again, if he beats you with the jumpers, you deal with that. If Gordon gets 28 on Kevin Love, you deal with that. But you can't allow a man to get 28 because he's got the worst mismatch in the playoffs. Like you got to change the lineup up. You got to come different. I don't expect nothing but that tonight.
You're right about that, bro. Major adjustments in the lineup, bro. Probably Smith in the lineup, but like you said, Caleb Martin, that's big. If he's not playing, then I don't think they're winning because he's big.
That's a big loss for them.
He's big, and like you said, Tyler Hero. Because I didn't answer your question, but Tyler Hero brings, like he said, half pick and rolls, actually mid range jumpers too. Like that's very key in the playoffs, so he can actually hit those in the pick and roll. So
Joker's gonna have to play that boy.
Exactly. So it brings more pick and rolls, which more opportunities for Bam, and he's already playing good. So I mean, that pick and roll right there is deadly. And like you said, Tyler Hero, he moves, he cuts, so he just brings that more efficient scoring for Miami Heat, because Miami Heat, they're great at ball movement. So, but Tyler Hero, I mean, if he's healthy, if he's the same Tyler Hero, then yeah, play him. But we'll see.
Yeah. Anybody else want to recant?
Oh, damn. Yeah, I was letting somebody else talk. I think I did enough talk.
where everyone
I think the
go.
panel. I think the panel pretty much. I mean, I think we all just in general are just nabbing at the little things that Miami has to hit on. I don't think nobody's really honestly even disagreeing. To be honest with you, I think
Right.
we all see
Facts.
what we see out there. We know that what Miami has to do in order to, get a win. But I think everybody, to be honest, from what I'm listening to, everybody's touched. Even if we missed it, they touched on things that Miami's doing, and Denver is keep doing. But BJ, I did like what you said. Let's see Murray. I wonder how he looks if he speeds up, because you're right. When I was watching Murray is real calm out there. He's not bothered. But I think OC said it. I also like when he was like, well, when you have a roster, like you got Mr. Gordon over there just kind of flying around, and even though Porter, he's another person that kind of flies around too. When you got
Facts.
people like that moving around, it's kind of like, where do I go? You know what I mean? But this is where Thomas jumped in and said, well, hell, you bet Butler, somebody, Smith, one of y'all better get on Murray in that case, if you got them other two guys just moving around. So, I mean, everybody's touching on counter bouts against the Denver Nuggets. It's just that they got to implement it. It's just that simple. They got to execute.
Roger, who's the second best perimeter defender behind Butler? Just the perimeter.
That's
Probably
Smith.
Martin.
You said
Martin?
Martin.
Yeah,
I think Smith.
Hell
Martin?
no.
I think
Highsmith and Lowry?
Smith is the second.
It's not a Highsmith and Lowry.
Facts.
Yeah, I think Smith is. Yeah,
I think Highsmith is the second. Yeah,
Lowry
I would
just
go with
slow and
Highsmith.
old, but Lowry got defense.
It's definitely Smith.
But Lowry. Here's the thing.
Lowry's
I was
kinda
gonna say
old, though.
Lowry. If Lowry was taller, he would probably be my second.
Lowry
But
don't got the
he's a
same
little.
quickness no
But
more.
Lowry got hustle defense. Like
Lowry's
Lowry's gonna hustle.
He's
Exactly.
undersized.
Look, I'm not
He's
disagreeing.
undersized.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But like BJ said, that height. That's the problem.
Undersized.
It's the height.
Yeah. No facts. That's why I say he has that hustle defense. Like he's gonna get them
Yeah.
quick steals. Like he's gonna be like, oh, he's right behind me. I didn't see him, and he's just gonna get it. Like
Yeah, because Lowry out here taking the ball like candy. If you ain't watching
literally,
out, like
exactly, he is a hustler, bro.
Hey, I tell you another thing too. Did y'all notice it didn't make no damn sense to me? To me, Butler, Bam got to match Murray, Jokic minute for minute. Did y'all catch this the other night? They took Bam off the court, and Jokic and Gordon was still on the court. That's another huge mismatch, and that was a dumb move. Bam don't leave until Jokic leave. Butler don't leave until Murray leave. You like that's how you keep dog on dog, so to speak, if that's for lack of a better term.
That's facts.
But
Gotcha.
I mean, what the fuck? What is Zeller gonna do to Jokic, bro? Bam can't come off the court. The Jokic come off the court, bro.
He said all
That shit was dumb as hell.
But yeah, bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think Eric was thinking kind of like not how y'all was thinking, but he's probably like, look, like I'm not saying he purposely lost game one, but I'm just saying like he probably took his foot off the pedal, and he probably was like, you know what, y'all can take game one, like not in his head, but he's like, we're gonna try to win, but if y'all doing y'all thing, okay, take game one. Okay, we understand the circumstances, but that's why I keep saying tonight is the game one for Miami, bro. It's not
game one. So
game one.
If we look at, I'm glad get my shot on said this. Look at the minutes that Jimmy played. He played 38 minutes, and Bam played 40, right? And then you look at Jokic played 40, Jamal Murray played 44. So there was stints in the game. I know he's talking about where Jokic was in the game and Bam wasn't in the game, right? So I kind of see what you're saying. Like they took their foot off the gas and was like, we're just gonna let y'all have this game. I think Jimmy did that as well to kind of be like, yo, we're gonna get your ass back in game too, because it's just like it wasn't even the defense stopping Jimmy Butler.
Right.
It wasn't even the defense. It was him just being conservative. There's a play where he passed the ball underneath the basket. Like he's being conservative. He's like trying to figure, okay, how do I score for the next game on this defense? But really, Denver doesn't really have a top-notch defense.
Nope.
Facts.
They don't really have that. So I don't know what stopped you from why'd you have 13 points in a game like this?
Passive.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been tied. Yeah, they probably was tied.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Roger OC said it, man. He said, man, when I touched down in Denver, I couldn't now breathe. So not only could a man not breathe, but coming off game 7, so that's like a double can't breathe.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Dude might have had cardiac arrest out there or something.
Bro, the air is thin out there, man. It
is.
I ain't never been out there, so I I believe what y'all saying. But
So
yeah, he got a good point, bro. Whoever said that, he got a good point. Spoelstra and Butler might just kind of like winking at each other, like, hey man, just chill out, game one. Because one thing we do know, Miami confidence ain't broke and they ain't scared about this at all. We do know that.
And that's what
Right.
I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. And we keep
They
saying
do.
Nuggets haven't been beaten in the home, but Heat wasn't beaten at home until the Celtics series. They're going to get beat at home in this series, bro. I don't think people understand that. Like, Heat are going to come over there and beat them at home. But at the same time, I did see a comment about Jokic where he said he studied Magic Johnson and Hakeem's post work and obviously he watched Jordan. It might just be Jokic's time, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. He looks like he took a piece of every great player, and you just seen it right in front of our eyes right now. So it might just be Jokic's time.
It is his time.
Like,
man.
honestly,
Hey, I
exactly. That's what I'm
would put
saying.
Jokic to the test too, bro. I'm telling you, I'll take Murray out this damn. I said this pre-series. I take Murray out this series at all costs. I see what Jokic made of. Like, because when Jokic don't have Murray, he goes home early every year. Now he's got Murray. Now he's back in the final. Fuck that, bro. I'm sticking with what I said. Butler, you finna get your ass on Murray, and I want this shit ended. And we're gonna see what Joker's made of, bro. You got a buck, bro. Sometimes you just got a buck, man. You can't. I wasn't trying to make no anybody awkward or uncomfortable earlier. When I say you can't just bend over, bro, you got a buck, man. Fuck that shit, bro. You got a buck.
He said I wasn't trying to make anyone uncomfortable.
Listen,
I'm from a different era than y'all, bro. I'm older than y'all. We didn't talk like that back then. If somebody said a joke, we laughed about it. We didn't take. Oh, wait a minute. Now you been. I'm from a different era. We talk shit like that, bro. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
No, this shit funny, bro. But it's just we in 2023, bro, and it's about to be Pride Week. Pause. But
I ain't even know that.
Hey, listen,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Like Get My Shine On just said, bro. He said, like, when Jokic don't have Jamal Murray, he's always out in the first round. That's why I'm saying Jokic is the face of the team, no doubt. But Murray, to me, is the X factor. He's the guy that you take away or try to take away and see what happens. That's why.
Yeah, bro. If Gordon and Porter get 30, bro, you tip your damn cap. Hey, y'all just a better team tonight. But to let Murray get 30, because Joker's gonna get his. You know that's gonna happen.
Regardless.
So man, I'm taking Murray out this game, and that's probably why that might be the reason why we didn't see Butler on Murray. Man probably said he was supposed to chill, bro. I'm tired. You want me to win this ring? Let's chill out tonight. You want me to try to pop a hamstring? I'm wore out and get him. I go get him. But bro, this is a long series. Let's calm this shit down, bro. Give my 30, 35 minutes so like we ain't tanking out here or we ain't folding up. Let's get back to the hotel and sleep for 2 or 3 days, bro. I got the game too.
Right.
That's what I expect,
bro. I'm telling you, that's the mentality, bro. Like, you can just see it, bro. Like, it just makes sense. Like, I didn't have Miami. No one had Miami winning game 1. Come on, bro.
Nobody had Miami making it this far.
Exactly. So
I had
game 1,
Miami winning game 1.
We ain't talking about you, BJ.
Okay, my bad, BJ. My bad, BJ.
They should have won game 1 if Jimmy Butler just came how he's supposed to come.
Facts.
But
I was just talking in general. I wasn't talking about you, BJ. I know you know.
It's that and the boys next year too.
Out here.
Bro, they just played terrible, but it just makes sense though. Like, I'm just looking at all that factors. Like, y'all take game 1, bro. That's okay. It is okay, bro. And they cut it down to 8 points, and all the stats were. If you look at their stats, they're all similar except the free throws. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Miami's looking at that shit like, okay, y'all got it. It's all good. We're gonna see you game 2. We're gonna see.
They didn't dominate. They didn't dominate nowhere on the stat sheet. Like, if
literally,
you look at, that's what I was telling Unc the other day. I'm like, everyone's saying Denver just destroyed Miami, and I'm like, okay,
I didn't see no destruction. I did not see no destruction.
I saw a lot of missed shots. Well, I'm gonna be fair. Denver missed shots too from the 3, but I'm looking at it like I don't see really where's the big difference. What do y'all see?
I don't see any big difference except the free throws. That's it. Except the free throws. That's it.
Shit, that 18 for 39. What I see.
Even to the eye test watching the game, I didn't see no destruction.
You said the 18 to 39. What you talking
13 for 39. Get my shine on. That's 13.
13. Oh shit, that's even worse. My fault. That's even worse.
Yeah,
but it's like y'all said, bro. They went to Denver. Jimmy ain't the only one tired, bro. The shooters tired. They can't
They
breathe.
tired of shit.
They can't breathe. I mean, one of them might be up there like Roger talking about puking up blood and shit, bro. He might need time out.
No, you're right though, bro. And you keep shooting jump shots in the finals, long jumpers. That's why mid ranges are so key in the finals. Like threes, you're gonna miss free threes. We've seen it with Houston Rockets in Game 7 against Golden State Warriors. They had like a record of missing threes. Like if you're a 3-point shooting team, you're gonna go cold at some point, and obviously, it's gonna happen. So and that's where BJ's like. Jimmy should have kind of like engaged more because he's more so on the post mid range. He can get them shots and will those shots in, but obviously
he can get easy points. He know how to get easy points. And he wasn't even trying to do it.
That's what I'm saying. So, but if the game's close tonight, and we all know this, if the game's close, I think Miami's going to find a way to pull it out,
I think
bro.
Miami
because Jimmy's going to will it. He's lit. Jimmy's just going to will it.
Miami going to win if it's a close game.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, this might be a reason why they didn't attack the basket as much, too. I mean, Rick, do you think that kind of can factor into, like, when you don't have the legs and you tired, like why you choose not to attack the basket as much?
Absolutely. I did that yesterday playing ball, man. When that knee started tripping, man, I started shooting hella long threes. Making my teammates mad and didn't care. My knee hurt.
Man, I ain't passing half court. I'm shooting logo, man. Fuck y'all.
I'm shooting logo. Like when them when them legs start wearing out, boy, I don't care if it's an air ball. I just shrug my shoulders. Like, hey.
Right. Your legs will tell you, no, we ain't doing it.
Literally. That's a good point, BJ. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
And it's even worse, bro. They get posted up and dunked on in the paint, man. Man, they were like, fuck this. Y'all had it again.
Literally, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on. I know it's the finals, bro, but come on, bro. They probably was like, man, you got this shit, bro. And they still came back and they still showed up that they had that dog. So, but Caleb Martin's key. But if he's not healthy, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. Like, I don't really relate on that.
Not to let Miami off the hook, because that's true. You know what I'm saying? Just bring the ball in then. If your legs feel that weak, then bring the ball in. So at least get some production going. Make some options.
Right.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Right.
So that's the case.
And to the point that Jimmy ain't a superstar, he is a superstar, and
you think so?
He don't get exempt from from stepping up for his team. He got the shoulders to do it.
I don't think he's. I mean,
I missed that quote, man. Jimmy Butler out here doing his Jason Tatum quotes. I missed that shit,
bro. That's why I say I can't give him a pass, bro. Like, cause you said this. You said double teams, triple teams don't matter. You can get whatever you want. So if that's the case, we should be seeing that on a game-to-game basis, bro.
Right.
I don't want to make no excuses for Jimmy Butler.
Right. And I agree with him. He can score on double teams and stuff like that. He can do it. That's why that's why I really don't believe in giving him a pass on it.
And
because he ain't really lying. He ain't really lying.
No, he's not lying. But I mean, to me, like I said, man, I understand y'all saying superstar, man, but Jimmy has he looks and feels like a superstar when he hits the playoffs. But he's like, I don't know. I'm not going to fully call him a superstar, bro. If he gets it done, exactly. If he gets it done this finals, then he's a superstar. But right now, no, you're not a superstar right now. No, you had maybe 3-4 good postseasons, but no, you're not a superstar. But I'll say this: in the fourth quarter, he does change, or just in general. But when the game gets tight, he does change. I'll tell you that. Like, he turns into okay, he's about to get it done.
But the reason I would push back on that though is because a regular star don't consistently get his team to the finals like that, man. I'm sorry.
Twice? I'm trying to think. That's a good point.
Just a regular star don't carry his team.
No, he's not a regular star. He's not.
We just ruined by these, like what BJ's 2 words. We ruined by these front runners, bro. You ruined by the Bookers and KDs. You want to hang 30 and then come out here in the elimination game and lay up 12, 13 points. Like they ruined the game by doing that, because Jimmy's like, man, this shit, I'm just trying to cruise to the playoffs and get healthy, man. Because I know what I'm going to do when I get to the playoffs. Well, my regular season averages don't matter. I know what's going to happen when I get to the playoffs. Y'all's ass is going home. So I believe that's why we don't call him a superstar, because he don't do the shit all year long. Sports Center ain't hyping him up, because he done caught a damn alley-oop in a fast break and ain't nobody around the rim like they do Ja Morant and act like it's the greatest dunk on earth. Like, it's,
but it ain't
it's
like
a damn dunk contest out there.
But it ain't
So
like he has piss poor numbers in the regular season. He don't do it to the level they do it
Yeah,
in
he's
the
chilling,
regular
man.
season.
It's
yeah,
just the
But
that's
mental.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He ain't out there trying to hang 30 every night. He just
right.
trying to cruise to the playoffs, bro. And that same shit Kawhi does. That's why I say he kind of like Kawhi. To me, he's not Kawhi, but they got the same mentality, bro. They just trying to cruise to the playoffs.
That's what
He
BJ
he
said. But the difference
he
between
Kawhi.
Kawhi cruising, Kawhi just, I mean, he cruises with what, 25, 50, 52% in the regular season, then turns it up to 30, 32. Like
Yeah,
it's different. So you can see, like, Jimmy. I'll say this, man. I'll give y'all this. Jimmy has a superstar mentality, but he doesn't have superstar abilities, and that's the perfect way of saying it, because he has the mental, but he doesn't have the physical capabilities of being a superstar. That's all Jimmy Butler doesn't have. If
He
he
doesn't have
had
the
that,
skills. He doesn't have the skills. Yeah, he
exactly. That's
doesn't
all
have
I'm
the
saying, man.
skills.
He don't got the skills, and he works in the skills every year. Don't get me wrong. If he gets it done, I give you that, bro. I can't give him a superstar. He has the mentality, though. You can clearly see it, because Jason Tatum has the skills, but doesn't have the mentality.
I
So
agree.
I don't even much
I
think the
agree with
series is
that.
over if they go down 0-2 tonight, bro. I mean,
no, it's
all
not
you
over.
gotta do is go home, win 2. We back where we started from.
You gotta
Like,
protect the
Exactly,
home court, man.
and you're comfortable.
I hope they get it. I hope they get it. I'll be root for them. But I mean, you go home 2-0. Hey, man, Denver did what they supposed to do. They protect the home court. Now we're gonna go home. We're gonna protect ours, and we'll see y'all game 5.
Exactly, bro. Before Miami loses, bro, they're gonna elbow. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna elbow Jokic in the stomach or something. They're not just gonna go out and just get swept, bro. Like, something's
Nah,
gonna
they ain't
happen in
going
the
to no
series.
punks.
Okay,
They
so let me ask you a question though. Would you call him a superstar if he wins it this year?
Of course, yeah, of course I will. Of course I
Okay,
will.
so
Of course I will. And here's my thing. To me, he's not a superstar because, even, I'm not saying, like, even though I gave Miami all the excuses in game 1, he can't have a good performance. Even in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston, you can't have a 30-point game, 25-point game, and then have 15 points and try to be passive. Superstars have to show up, like, you know what I'm saying? Show up at least sometime. You can't show up one game and then, okay, like, I'm gonna show up this game, like, or I'm gonna
yeah,
pass my teammates,
you
or
can't pick and choose like that.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like Jimmy's, like,
Okay,
he has the mentality,
let me
but he
ask you
can't do
another
that, bro.
question. Let me ask you another question then. Who are your superstars in the league today?
Okay, we had this conversation. Steph Curry, Jokic. Actually, no. If Jokic wins, then Jokic. But I'll say Steph Curry, Giannis, Kevin Durant, Kawhi, and I really don't want to say LeBron because he's getting so old, bro. Uh, Default by LeBron, but I guess. But you really only have 5, bro. You don't have a lot. And people that's knocking on the door, Jokic, he's right there. Jokic is literally right there. I'm trying to think. Embiid, he's at the door. I don't think he's knocking because no one hears him because he's injured. He's too tired. Nobody hears Embiid.
Is he ringing a doorbell or something?
Yeah, he's ringing a doorbell, but the doorbell's broke. He has to fix it. He has to go to the store. He has to fix it. He has to put in the work. That's Embiid. Luka, but I'm not gonna call him a superstar. He doesn't know how to carry his team with him. It's only 5, bro. And I'll name those players because they got it done. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really a lot. It's not really a lot. It's like 5. Like, honestly, bro. Just like what BJ said, it's really like 5, maybe 6. I might be forgetting a player.
Yeah, I think 6.
I might be forgetting somebody.
What about Jason Tatum? Jason Tatum.
Nah, Jason Tatum's not a superstar, man.
Let me ask you
No,
this:
he's a star. He's a star. He's a star.
He's a star. He's getting compared to Jaylen Brown, bro. And we all said that Jaylen Brown played better than him last year. And if Jason Tatum's a superstar, Jaylen Brown's a superstar. So come on, man. Like, he's not a superstar.
I'll put him as a star. I think, like you said, there's 5 superstars in the league. It's Steph, it's Giannis, it's Kawhi, it's KD, and it's LeBron. But here's the thing about LeBron. It's not about his playing style that I put him as. It's because of everything else he brings. The marketability, the consistency. But it's not because him being 38. It's not because of that. But there's really, like you're right, there's really no superstars yet. Like, if I'm Jimmy Butler, I'm looking at it like, this is between me and Jokic. I should be offended to say Jokic is better than me. That's how I'll be if I'm Jimmy Butler. Now, Andres in the comment section, who's a Nugget fan. We not trash the Nuggets. We know that we give the Nuggets credit. You know what I'm saying? They earned their spot getting here. We're just talking about, ways to help the Miami Heat. But if I'm Jimmy Butler, I'm looking at it like, bro, you guys saying this guy's better than me, so I'm gonna show that I'm better than him.
Right.
That's
He got to take
that's how
offense
Jimmy
to
Butler
it.
should take the approach.
And you
I
know
want
what's
to see this
crazy?
quote. What?
I want to see him get mad like he was in that Boston series.
But you know what's crazy though? That's probably what Jimmy's doing. Y'all know his mentality, man. Jimmy is probably thinking just like that. It's just like you just said, the skills, but he probably has the biggest will of any superstar in the NBA, other than Kawhi. I think Kawhi has a bigger will.
Yeah,
I
think outside of Kawhi, I think he has the best will.
No, literally, because remember, that's to me. I mean, I think the 2021 playoffs showed it. I mean, he showed it multiple times. But when they was down 0-2 at home, and all people was literally counting the Clippers out. And Game 6 happened, and he scored that one on that crazy run. Even though he always does it, but he just showed you he's like I didn't want to go home that night. His will is crazy. It's probably
His
crazier than
will
Jimmy
is
Butler's.
crazy.
But between Jimmy or Kawhi, they have the biggest wills in the NBA. For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Steph Curry's up there, but not like Kawhi and Jimmy, because they just get it done and they don't say nothing. They don't have no excuse.
Steph Curry has will, but he more relies on skill than his will.
He gets fractured. Like Kawhi can miss shots, but he won't get fractured. He won't get Steph Curry will get he'd be like I can make the shot.
Gotta understand he can't. Reason why it's more easy for him to get fractured than a guy like Jimmy or Kawhi is because he don't affect the other end of the ball to the extent they do.
That's a good point, because they can get a stop.
They know they know that even if they shot ain't falling, they can go on the other end and get stopped.
No, facts. And
that helps your will when you on that
Exactly.
court. You know you can get a stop anytime you want to. Man, that gives you confidence you wouldn't believe.
Facts. And they have go-to spots. And I'm not trying to say threes are not it, but they both go to the mid-range, and that is very key. Because when you pull up so quick and then you know what I'm saying, you practice that shot every day.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to stop that, because all you do is put a hand in my face. And I go to my spot every time, cross you over. You don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in the post, man. I'm going to shoot you, you know what I'm saying, the mid-range. Like, that shit's deadly.
And I think what separates Kawhi from Jimmy in that will category is the ability to be so consistent in those spots, getting to those spots. And his strength too, his physical strength to be able to push guys off with ease.
Clearly, facts.
Yeah, to get that separation so easily. I think that gives him another level of confidence that Jimmy don't have.
Definitely does, man. But you can tell, like, in those moments, the mental, like, they just don't. You can see their face. It's just straight. Get the job done. It's
right.
Not sad.
I tell y'all this, bro. I can tell y'all this. Denver better hope Denver lose tonight. They gonna be in trouble going back to Miami. Denver got to go up 2-0. Miami going home. Denver lose tonight. It gonna hurt.
Yeah, they need to protect home court if they want to feel good about this series.
Especially Hero coming back. Like you know, 2 or 3 of them cats gonna get hot on that court, man. Between Martin, Struz, Hero back, Duncan back, Vincent. At least 2 of man, they got so many shooters. At least 2 of them fuckers gonna be raining some threes, bro. Especially in Miami.
You don't want to give Jimmy the upper hand on you.
Nah,
he gonna stomp you out.
To me, I would say this is a must win for Denver tonight, more than I would for Miami. You go back to Miami 1-1. Shit, bro, they finna turn up on your ass. You 1-1 going back to Miami. To me, this is more of a must win game for Denver.
Yeah, it is.
Now that I think about it, we all been sitting here talking and shit.
That's a good point, bro.
I didn't see nowhere on the stat sheet really where Denver really dominated the Heat outside the free throws. So my thing is Miami has to start with Jimmy tonight. When it starts with Jimmy tonight, then you can start getting other players more confidence, because I'm pretty sure Max Strus and if Caleb Martin plays ain't gonna shoot this bad from the field. I was watching Strus like the other night.
That's terrible, bro.
This is not him. Like, god damn, 0 for 10.
That's terrible.
That is horrible.
0 for 10.
Just straight bricking. Man.
He bricked everything.
Kept shooting.
Yeah, man.
They ain't no way they're going 1 for 17 again. They ain't no way.
If Caleb Martin, but he has to be healthy though, bro. Caleb Martin has to be. That's a big piece, man. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, because he been one of Jimmy's main running mates,
and particularly because he can get his own bucket.
Right.
Like, who's getting their own bucket other than Jimmy and Bam? And I mean, he can literally get you a bucket.
Gabe
So
can get his own bucket sometimes, but not today.
You know what? I forgot about Gabe. You
Yeah,
know,
Gabe
Gabe had
get
20 points.
buckets.
I forgot, but he had 20 points game one.
Yeah, Gabe can get his own.
Come on, bro.
And a little scrappy dude, Laurie, get some buckets too. You ain't careful.
Exactly,
Of course.
because people underrate him. Like
Andres.
Bruce say he's trash. People looking at him like, oh, he's trash, bro. He can still hit a three and still get to the line, bro, and make plays. Like Kyle Lowry's not that bad.
There was one playoff game Lowry had like 30 a round or two ago in a big game.
Exactly. That was game one of the Boston.
He
series.
saved them in the play-in.
Yeah, I'm about to say the play in too.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
Bro, people forget about him, bro.
Andres said the paint and the paint was the difference in the game. So I'm not sure if he's talking about just them controlling the paint or them scoring the paint, because when they score in the paint, it's 38-46. So it wasn't even. Was it you talking about paint scoring, or you just talking about them being bigger inside? Like that's what I'm trying to ask what Andres means by that.
Tell them to pull up, bro. Tell them to get in. Drop the link for him. Tell them to come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link one more time for y'all if y'all want to come in here, man. It's kind of explain what y'all saying.
That's the whole point of the link, bro. So we ain't got to text so much.
Yeah, man. I tell some people they don't want to pull in, bro. I don't know why.
Everybody ain't like Miss Tay. They can't type 500 words in 2 seconds.
I ain't gonna read all them comments, bro.
No, literally, just say your opinion and get out of here. I mean, you don't gotta do too much.
It ain't even no arguing, bro. This is good. This is the reason I come here, bro. There ain't a whole lot of arguing going on here.
Yeah, but every once in a while, I do like debates.
Or one of them
come in here and start a fire. Be like, yo, Jimmy Butler, the greatest superstar all time, and get off.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be pissed, man. But I like the debates, bro. We definitely have. I mean, yeah, I like the debates, man, for sure. That's what basketball's all about, though. You have to debate.
Barbershop
basketball.
Barbershop talk.
Sometimes I wonder if Pagan and some of them other cats that's always here every single day, even when I ain't here. I wonder if they know they can click the link on the phone. They ain't got to be on the computer enough.
That's what I'm on right now. My computer tripping. I'm on the phone.
Bro, he can get on your phone, bro, and talk to the mic.
Yeah, you can get on the phone, Andre. You ain't got to have a computer. I don't ever be on the computer, bro. I'll be on my phone every time.
I'm on my phone right now, bro, with headphones. Okay. Denver offense scoring down low.
Yeah.
I'm on the pad.
Yeah, he's saying what we all said, bro. They was abusing them boys.
Damn. Wait, y'all hear what Adam Silver said about John Moran,
that's
right?
the thing, though. They only scored 46 points in the paint to Miami's 38.
That's crazy.
So it's like, were they really abusing them down low?
Well, let me ask y'all this, because I'm on the East Coast, so when I kind of folded in like Jimmy and Spokes. I ain't gonna lie. I went to bed early third quarter. So let me ask y'all this: Did Miami get a lot of points in the paint in the fourth quarter, or when Denver was letting up or whatever? Because I didn't see no paint points when I was watching the first half and early in the third quarter. So where did them paint points come from when they got them?
A lot of that came from what's his name, Highsmith and Bam.
Yes.
Okay. But
was
it when they was up 20 though? Because I got a problem with I ain't gonna say a problem, but you have to be skeptical of, all right, a team down by 30, they only lost by 7, and people say, all right, they fought back. So that could be the other team letting off the gas too. So that's why I said, how did they get the points? Because I know y'all said they was trying to come back or something.
They was so like throughout the majority of the second and third quarter, it was kind of like Denver be up by 15, 20, and then here comes Miami cutting it down lower and lower. Then Denver going another run. Then Miami cut down a little. So they were fighting like when the game mattered, but I think they looked at it like, okay, they filled out the Denver Nuggets like, okay, we can compete with this team. So that's what I think that it really was, and I think that the how can I put it? With the whole Miami and Denver situation, the points in the paint, like Andres was saying, it's like they really didn't even dominate them in the paint. Like, look at they scored 38-46. Is that really you guys call it dominating?
No,
I don't really call that dominating.
No.
And Highsmith, the fact that he does go into the paint is the reason why he should be getting more minutes, because him being 6'4", he does have an attack mentality. to get to the basket. That's why you got to use him to come and, get more minutes.
And can shoot.
Yeah, he got.
Who Diesel said who's Shannon Sharp's replacement, man? $1.99 chat there. We appreciate you, man. Salute. Who's his replacement, y'all?
We had this conversation.
I just hope it ain't done LeBron's fan, bro. I don't care about you liking LeBron, but talking about the dude every day. I missed that show. I wish I was on here. I don't want to change the topic. BJ like stay on topics. That's the whole point of having one topic per show. But I see a lot of people taking up and saying, bro, Shannon Sharp was the first dude to tell. He did this shit years ago. He was telling Skip he ain't never played this, that, and third. Well, Shannon ain't never played no basketball either. So I have a problem with Shannon pulling out that sympathy card. Oh, you just picking on LeBron? You ain't never played, bro. Okay, well you be picking on Kawhi and you ain't never played, because I know y'all remember all the episodes. If that dude was dogging Kawhi out for like two straight years, and the only reason he did that because he was scared of Kawhi. You don't hate on another man unless you're scared of him.
Yeah, no, facts, bro. But you know what's crazy, bro? He actually liked Kawhi, bro. Like he actually would have good takes about him before he started dogging Kawhi out. Like he was like, you know what? He was playing pretty good until he didn't want to go to the Lakers.
Until he didn't want to go to the Lakers.
He was praising him. He was like, Kawhi had an amazing playoff run, because Shannon's not a stupid guy. Like he understands the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because Skip, that's when Skip was mad because Kawhi left his Spurs, and Sharp was defending him. And then they started that Kawhi's going to the Lakers shit, and everybody jumped on that wagon. And Shannon Sharp was loving that shit. And then Kawhi put the curveball on him, and because he didn't go to LeBron. It's all about LeBron with Shannon Sharp.
It's all about LeBron.
And the reason I defend Skip when it comes to these sports take, Skip is defending the GOAT. Brady is the GOAT. So when Skip's like, nah, man, you just nitpicking and hating, that he's true hating. There ain't nobody hating on somebody that's 4-6, bro. There's no sports in history. Any of y'all play ball, BJ, Broderick. If Broderick goes out there tomorrow and gets on the court, bro, and he plays ball, he beats everybody for like 5 years straight. And he's known as the dominant force. And then another guy comes along and he can't do what Broderick's doing on the court. And he don't win 5 straight. And he end up with 4-6. Bro, if somebody says 4-6, it ain't hating, it's fucking facts, bro. Like that's the only reason I do defend Skip a little bit, but Skip can get reckless and try to get personal with some of the guys. But at the end of the day, also, I think a lot of people get lost in the sauce, bro. You got to remember, these guys are actors, bro. They get paid to get on TV and draw attention. What draws attention from the average human? Hating. Hating draws views. Facts. So you got to remember, these guys, bro, man, they could be out eating dinner with each other after the damn show. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that the disrespect got too big for it, though. But they do that, though. They do that.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but Shannon was disrespecting Westbrook just fucking bad. You know why he was disrespecting Westbrook? Because he was defending his baby boy. And BJ said this on the show the other day. Because I listen to every single show, even though I ain't on here. I catch up to it when I get free. BJ said it. This dude hating on Westbrook as bad as Skip was. Ain't nobody saying about that. Ain't nobody saying about that. He was hating on him because he wanted to have a fucking alibi for his boy. And this is my personal opinion. Y'all can take it or we ain't got, everybody ain't gonna agree. My personal opinion. Shannon, the shit that the Skip Bayless did to Darman was that was wrong. It was wrong. I get it. But why you wait until LeBron gets swept to leave the show when the Darman incident was months and months ago? If you really had a problem about what he did with Darman, which I do, but he would have left the show. This ain't about Darman. Skip, in my opinion, Shannon gonna have to hear Skip for the next year and a half about this swept and these other times he got swept. To me, my opinion on Shannon, he ducking this shit. He knows he gonna have to eat and shut up about LeBron from now on. He knows that. That's my opinion. Like I said, we all of us ain't gonna agree, but that's my take on it. Dude,
I think that might have something
big
to do
ducking
with it,
to me.
I think this been building up for a while though.
Nah, for sure. You can see it though. You can see how they takes it. He wouldn't let him talk. He's like, "You gonna let me talk?" Yeah. He always says that, man.
I think this been building up for a while, but I do agree that he this is convenient for him to not have to duck that, not have to listen to smoke.
Yeah, OC, he gonna go over to Club Shay Shay. He ain't got to talk about this.
Yeah,
See, you go on Club Shay say every episode for the next year. You won't hear about LeBron till the start of the next year.
That's a good point, though.
That's his wife.
And if this man really had a problem, what he did with Darman, I can't remember the guy's name. What he did with him, he would have been gone. You wouldn't wait till LeBron got swept to dip out.
Let me also read this comment. Diesel754 said he had a few people. He said Acho, Jason Whitlock, Gilbert Arenas, Marshawn, or I don't know, Marsh, Channing Crowder, and Ocho Cinco. So I don't think Acho gonna go just because of the fact that I think he wants to be the guy on the show, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Jason Whitlock, I think he's too. He's not about mainstream media. I think he's not gonna be on there. I like Gilbert Arenas. I just don't know if he will fully commit to being on the show. But I like him. I think he's intellectual. He played ball before, and he's actually pretty entertaining. Ocho Cinco, I think, would be a perfect mix of being a former athlete and also entertainment. Also, he can kind of go at Skip with some of his takes. Because you got to remember, when you talk about TV, it's not about really facts. Sadly, it's more so about entertainment. It's basically about, you know what I'm saying, what brings people in and bring the viewers in. So I think Ocho would have a good enough personality to do that. I thought about Kendrick Perkins, but I just think that he's just too much of a. That dude's just too much of a.
No. He's gonna choke Skip. He's gonna choke Skip.
Man, Kendrick get on there and talking about, what you talking about, Skip? What you talking about? He gave him a barbecue chicken leg and some barbecue sauce.
Yeah, nah, man. Kendrick gonna choke him, man. Kendrick Perk gonna tell him where he's from.
I think Ocho is probably the best choice out of them.
Ocho. Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, if Skip would have said, "Put your glasses on" to Kendrick, boy, he would have slid across that table.
That's what I'm saying. Boy, man, turn the TV off. He like, turn it off.
Cut the cameras.
Put your glasses on,
Ocho nigga. That was crazy, man. But he was so sweet. He said, "Put your glasses back on." I was like, "What?"
Ocho might headbutt him.
I thought it was entertaining, yo.
The thing about
I thought it was entertaining.
No, I was talking about when he headbutted his girl.
Oh damn! Who headbutted his girl? What happened?
Yo,
Ocho Cinco. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Wayne.
No, it wasn't.
Lil Wayne would be epic.
Oh, for real?
I would.
You better do that.
As much as I love Lil Wayne as a rapper, bro, I can't watch that.
His brain is fried.
Wayne is, man.
Hey,
you can't understand Wayne. You can't understand Lil Wayne, bro. You need subtitles.
He's still drinking that lean, bro. He's fried off that lean.
Shit, Skip might be over here. He might not be finding nobody.
Yeah, bro.
It might be. They might have Marcus Wiley on there doing his thing, finding somebody.
I mean, first
Wayne be like, me and Drake saw Shannon the other day. Skip, he's still mad at you.
He killed that shit right there.
Yeah, nah. He was too hot up. He be like, I don't care. I don't care. I love basketball.
I love basketball. You know, Kobe was the greatest in my opinion. Like Kobe been there for 3 years. Well, he's still the greatest, so that's all I'm talking about.
Kobe. Start crying like I love Kobe. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, he might be done like y'all said, bro. He really might just be done, bro. He might be done, man.
That's that lean. That's that lean, man.
Hey, hold on, man. I just thought about something, man. We got the whole project in BJ Camp. And Hope and Miss Tay too. Y'all on this damn thing. We holding all y'all account. If y'all can talk to Steve Kerr, man, y'all ought to be able to pull some damn streams for Kerr or somebody. We need the insight of Tyler Hero playing ball tonight or not. That's what we need to know. since y'all rich and famous over there.
Rich and famous.
Congratulations, y'all. That's y'all talking to Steve Kerr. That's big. That's big time. That's
a good look. That's a good look.
I meant to tell y'all that. Congratulations, man. That's a
really good that.
Hey, BJ, I got one question. Or Project. I want Kerr to say who the best player in the NBA, if they're all healthy, had to step on the court right now. I want to hear what he got to say.
You might say Giannis.
I want to hear Kawhi Leonard come out of his mouth.
Right.
Yeah, we actually we got a video talking about what's up, but so we got an announcement also later on today. I want y'all to make sure y'all check into the community section today. So we got a video coming out. But yeah, we might have we'll talk about it. But
hey man, we can't tape so many announcements every week now. Y'all overflowing.
Yeah, man. But anything less we got, we gonna go on in 5 minutes, man. Anything y'all want to do with the lasting closing comments?
Denver better not lose tonight. I know that.
I got Denver losing tonight, man.
I got Denver
Miami
going
Heat.
up.
You got Denver doing what?
I got Denver 2-0 tonight.
2-0. Everyone's saying that, man. If Caleb Martin plays, Miami's gonna win game 2. I think they're gonna come out very vicious game 2. I think this is their game 1. They're gonna come out swinging, and if the game's tight, I think Miami's gonna win. Jimmy's probably gonna have 35 tonight, but Caleb Martin has to play, bro. If you don't, then they're gonna be in big trouble. So
does it say what's wrong? It just says illness.
He throwing up or something?
You said what?
What does it say about Caleb? Does it say he's?
It ain't COVID.
It just says illness. That's all it says. No thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably stomach bug or something.
Like what Robert Williams had. Robert Williams was throwing up.
Yeah.
That series.
Somebody ain't poisoning him like they did Jordan, did they?
Yeah,
that was wild, man.
He still played.
Hey.
Damn.
Hey, Caleb Martin better be like Bill Russell, because that nigga threw up every game. Every game.
What's y'all take, BJ Rogers? What y'all got going on? Y'all got 2-0, 1-1? What y'all got?
That's a good question.
I think it's gonna be 1-1. I mean, I think Miami gonna come out swinging.
Facts.
I hope it's 1-1.
I think it is, man. I think Miami got a little. They got they understand Denver right now. They understand Denver. Yeah. They understand Jokic.
What you got, BJ?
I got a split. I got it 1-1 going back to Miami.
True, boy.
Got 1-1.
That's what I'm saying, man.
We get 1-1 going back to Miami because I'm calling Heat. I'm calling Heat in 6. Yeah, we go 1-1. I had Denver in 7 because I felt like neither team was gonna win on the road because both the teams protect home real well.
I don't know about that, bro.
But it get 1-1. I got Heat in 6.
I doubt that, man. I don't know about Heat in 6, man. Jokic is still a problem, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I said if it gets 1-1 and going back to Miami,
he gonna switch his answer to Heat. I understand what he's saying.
I got Denver in 7 before the series started. I ain't gonna see him front. I ain't one in front.
If it's 1-1, you got Heat in 6. If it's 1-1,
yeah, because I think they go back. I think if it goes back to Miami 1-1, the Heroes coming back. The shooters are gonna shoot lights out of Miami, bro. And I got Miami going up 3-1. If it goes back to Miami up 1-1.
Oh man, you tripping right now. He's tripping. Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I get Thomas's perspective though. So correct me when I'm wrong. So basically, what he's saying is, if it goes 1-1, Denver, they have the home court advantage. So obviously, if it went to Game 7, that means Denver gonna be at home. What he's saying is, both teams are good at home. So if they take this one tonight, Miami, then obviously Game 6 they landing back at home. They should take care of it there. But he's alluding to, if Miami can get this 1-1, that's going to get enough fire under them. They're good at winning at home, which means what? After they win this game 1, the next 2 are going to be at home. And then, of course, if they lose on the 5th one, that's cool because they be in Denver, but then they're going to end it at home. So I get where he's going with it.
Okay. I mean, it's not crazy, but they're not going 3-1 on this team. But this is a different team. This is a very different team.
The reason I say that because
they're not going 3-1 on this team.
The reason I said they if it gets 1-1, if it gets 1-1, Miami's got a whole gang of shooters gonna be raining threes, and Porter and some of them shooters on Denver, they ain't like that on the road. They shoot the ball good, but they just not like that on the road.
That's a good point, bro. They're not like that on the road. Miami Heat is very tough at home. They got shooters, but who is like that on the road is Murray and Jokic. They are definitely like down the road, bro. And to me,
Butler got to get on Murray.
Of course,
that's my take.
Of course, that's a good take, though, bro. You might be right, bro. I mean, to me, I won't be upset at your take because I like Miami, but
that man was jumping on Tatum. He was picking up Tatum full court.
Tatum was cooking them though, low key.
Hey, hold on. We got one more super from Diesel 754. He said LeVar Ball, Kwame.
I don't know.
Neither. LeVar Ball. Neither, but I go with LeVar. I would say neither, but LeVar. I would go with LeVar because Kwame. Look, Kwame
will try
gonna,
to
man,
catch
it's
him.
gonna be some shootouts. If at least,
pushing the button, cuz.
at least LeVar is entertaining. He gonna make you. Even Stephen A. Smith is say he's ridiculous, but he makes him laugh. Like he's entertaining. But it's like, bro, you bring up Kwame, boy, that show will be canceled so fast. All them boys he be saying boy and all that, man. They'll cancel Kwame so fast.
Well, I mean, you got to remember,
I think we might.
surely
I think
Kwame
we
ain't gonna
might
come
have
over there talking like that on TV.
No, I'm saying if he slip up because he naturally says it. Like VAR, he'll say crazy things, but he know what he's doing. He's being entertaining.
Yeah,
bro. Kwame would, man.
He been a choke.
He run us over. He run his ass over with his tractor, bro.
Literally.
What you say to me, boy? What you say to me, Skip? I ain't playing. I'm a black man. You gonna talk to me? Respect. All that kind of
stuff.
Bro,
you sound just like that.
Pretty much.
Hey, what he said, brother? How he said?
Hey, you better be like, what you say, boy? Skip. Look, Skip. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't no Shannon, Skip. I get my tractor. I run you over. Don't play with me, Skip. I ain't the one, Skip. Look here, boy. See, you know what's wrong with y'all? You know what's wrong with you got your girls out here selling their bodies, and he'll jump off basketball.
What about the tactical spray, man? He can spray Skip straight over the table right there.
Yeah, swear to God, bro. I mean,
you got to get you some tactical spray, boy.
Hey, Playboy, you better watch it, Skip. You know what I'm saying? I make you skip a heartbeat, Skip. You better watch it. Don't play with me,
right.
Skip.
Right.
I ain't Shannon. I ain't gonna put my glasses on, Skip.
Right.
That's exactly.
I wish you would.
Too.
I wish you would.
Hey, Roger, make sure you don't turn. Make sure BJ can't turn the camera off when he fall backwards out that chair, man. You want to see this shit?
No, but Kwame too real life, man. He's too real. He's
too real for that.
He's too real life.
Man. And then he don't never stay on topic. He gonna jump around.
Hey, you know he can talk about Shannon now. He gonna say, Skip, I ain't like your old big gorilla ape co-host. What you call Shannon Sharp? You big gorilla ape. I forget what he said. It was something like that.
And that proves my point why he can't ever be on that show. That dude be going. He be saying too much. At least LeVar, he'll say stuff to make LeVar say stuff where you know he playing,
down, bro.
Like LeVar say stuff like, so when Stephen A. Smith asked LeVar, yo, so you'll beat Jordan in the one-on-one. Yes, I'll beat Jordan in the one. That's entertaining because everybody know you ain't beat no Jordan in the one-on-one. But it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Jordan said I beat that
LeVar
man
would
with
have the
one
worst
leg.
NBA final predictions ever. He had one of them ball boys in the finals every year.
Hey, that's
man,
exactly.
I got Charlotte Golden State, man. You know my boy. He gonna get up there. Y'all can't stop my boy in the playoffs. I got Lonzo Ball coming back next year, man. The Bulls. It's gonna be the Bulls and damn. It's gonna be the Bulls and the Rockets, man. You know my other son. Y'all can't stop him either.
They gonna have.
And you know everybody loving LeVar be hitting them eyes. He opened them eyes real. Yes.
Yeah, it shows how much he loves the Suns, though, bro. That shows how much confidence he had in the Suns, bro. That dude, definitely a great father for sure.
Yeah,
though,
shout out to LeBron.
Yeah, that's what you want as a dad, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Somebody that believes in you like that.
Hey man, we're hope at, man. We need a leak on this announcement day, man. We need a good reporter from the pull up.
Yo, BJ, go get Jello. Go get Jello.
We need a good reporter from the pull up organization, but we need to leak some news out here.
Check back in a couple hours, man.
Hey, where you at, man? Pull up.
Hey, man, I'm proud of y'all on that look, man. Yeah, that's big for y'all, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Appreciate
it.
Man,
you think y'all have million followers pulling over some coaches like Steve Kerr, man? That's wild.
Y'all deserve it too. This ain't a favor to y'all. Y'all deserve it.
No, for sure.
Appreciate that.
That means a lot. Man,
we still need to leak some news. I don't care. Y'all get y'all credit.
Look, Thomas, we got you. You gonna have to wait like everybody else.
See, they might have Kawhi Leonard on the show tomorrow, man. What's going on? I need to know what's up. I need to call out work sick, man. What is going on?
Need to call out of work sick.
Hey, y'all need Kawhi on the show, man. I'm calling out work tomorrow now.
That's a hard pickup right there, bro. Kawhi, you
Next thing you know, they're gonna have security screening us in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Be like, Kawhi, how did you feel in the 2019 finals when you won?
on one leg. But how'd your bad leg feel?
We won. I mean,
Man out here
so
dunking on people on one leg.
Rick, what
Hey,
he
that's
say?
crazy
Hey,
too,
Rick, what
bro.
he say?
Y'all ever notice? Y'all ever notice? Speaking of 2019, bro, y'all ever noticed this shit? That bro, Kawhi Leonard had one bad hand for like 85% of the playoff. Kawhi was on one leg, and OG Anunoby was out the whole damn playoff. But all they ever want to talk about, man, Golden State was hurt.
It's true. That's true.
Man,
That's a good
A lot
point.
of people,
Rick was
forgot
saying what Kawhi
OG
would
was
sound
out,
like.
bro. He was out the whole playoffs.
Hey,
It's a good point.
hey, Rick, how would Kawhi sound like if he came in? How would he sound like?
Oh,
Hey.
first of all, I don't know if people noticed this, but Kawhi literally like trolls people, right? So if he was on here, I would only ask him like just straight up, like simple questions, but not to where it's so simple to where he'll troll me. So I'd be like, yo, Kawhi, how your knee doing? You know what I'm saying? How your legs feeling this season? He'll probably look at me for a little bit.
He probably cursed you out, man. He ain't give you no information about
I'm feeling a little bit better. I got my therapist working with me and everything, but you know how we'll do. Like Kawhi, now if you ask him something like this, Kawhi, why do you not, respond to your fans or maybe even get on social media and let us know? Then he'll be like, because I don't feel like it.
Hey, no, he do say, bro.
Hey, bro, what's the intro gonna be? What he gonna do when he first get on the mic? What's the first 3 words he gonna say?
Just stare at you. Like he just stare at you. Like Kawhi is like a stone face.
Hey, going on?
Yeah, he a stone face dude, man. Like you really gotta.
bro.
Yeah.
I feel like, to be honest, Kawhi, like if you were cool with Kawhi, because I seen, BJ seen him you saw him like a couple seats up where if he knows you, like with Paul George, he laughing and everything, he talking. But if he don't really know you like that, he just gonna pause face you. Like he ain't gonna really talk.
He's not a stupid guy, bro. Remember that comment, bro? What was that comment, bro? Where the dude asked me, he said, if Toronto won, he said, how would the people of Toronto feel? He said, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask the people of Toronto.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you don't want to get Kawhi on here and get trolled. He gonna troll you.
Right. I was like that for most of my life. I just started opening up the people.
Literally, bro. Like he's just so honest though, bro. He just be looking at me, be like, bro, what are y'all saying right now?
Hey, you know what? I think Kawhi be looking at like, bro, like in the locker room talking to the guys, like, man, these niggas so dumb. Like the media's so damn
Right.
Hey,
bro, I'll tell you. Man.
Like you gotta be cool with Kawhi. Like we would need Paul George to answer all his questions for him. How do you Paul George, how do you think Kawhi would feel, if y'all would have won a championship with the Clippers? I think he would feel great. Yo, Kawhi, what you think?
Bro. I mean, but every time someone asks about Kawhi, they say he a cool, laid back part. He's just a regular guy, bro.
Yeah,
right.
I believe
people
it.
be trying to dig into his life, but he be like, bro, like it's not that real. He just answered he just answers your question with like a simple answer, like.
He's just an introvert, man. He don't like
Literally,
a whole
bro.
bunch of people around him like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a group text on Twitter, BJ. This ain't no joke. The guy saw Fred VanVleet out there in I don't know if they was in the Bahamas or where they was at. They was on vacation. He sat down. He showed me pictures. He talked to VanVleet. He asked him was he coming to LA because they say VanVleet love Kawhi. He asked him was he coming to LA. He said, "Dude, just grinned at him." Kind of gave him a little nudge of the shoulder, like I might be headed that way.
It depends on what Russell Westbrook do.
I like him for that team, though.
I let Westbrook go get his money. I'd rather have a shooter. I know Westbrook play good in certain games, but there's 2 reasons why I would want Westbrook. Going into a series, the most important games, it seems like to me, should be game 1. I know the Heat laid down or whatever. But game 1 elimination game, that's the 2 worst games. That we seen why we didn't want Westbrook on the team. But the other games, he played great. But I don't think Westbrook is – I think he only going to be good with 1 star. I don't think he's going to be good with 2 stars on the court like LeBron AD. Because now he really got to play like the 3rd wheel. I think he can play the 1st wheel or be the point guard at the second wheel. I don't think he's a good fit if both of them guys are back healthy. I think you still want a shooter at the point guard spot. If both of them,
no, I disagree.
I think he is.
I think he made a believer out of me.
He made an
I was kind of
adjustment, bro.
against it. I was kind of against it when he first got. I didn't think it could work at first, but the way he played when he got here, man, he made a believer out of me.
Facts,
Well,
bro.
he made
an
a
adjustment.
believer in the playoffs when he didn't have but one star on the court, or
That's
when he
true,
didn't have
though, bro.
when he didn't have either star on the court. But when he played with both of them, it just they weren't messing with.
Here's my thing, though. But Russ is showing to us that he can play a role. He can play his role. He's not
Right.
too.
That's
He's not
what I'm
too.
talking.
He was happy to be in LA. He like even that first game that they played together against the Kings. He showed me that he could play his role, and that's
That's
all.
what I'm
That's all
talking
that
about.
you want from Russell. Just
That's what
play
I'm talking
effort.
about.
Just
Yep.
score when you need to, rebound and assist, that's. But yeah, I think that's all they was missing. Paul George's been saying it since he's been on the Clippers. We need a point guard. That's it. They need a point guard, and guess what? Russ is the best point guard to have because guess what? He's going to push the pace and he's never going to give up. And he knows that Kawhi and PG are right next to him, bro. And Kawhi needs the ball and PG needs the ball. And he knows that. And he's at the career. His game took like 2 levels down already. So it's like,
and if he can
knows.
commit on defense like he did in the playoffs, man, good.
Bro, that's
good
a perfect fit, bro. Keep that team, bro, and see what happens, bro. Just it's health, bro. It's not even about Russell. It's about
I think it's about
the
health
stars.
too.
That's all it is. Y'all know that, bro. It's not even about Russell, bro. You gotta keep
Facts.
that, man.
Hey, but hey, appreciate y'all coming on, fellas, man. Like I said, make sure y'all tune in on the community board later today, man. Have an announcement, another one. So y'all have to see what we got.
Yeah. Y'all gonna get too big for us.
Oh, that's
Nah,
crazy.
ain't gonna ever get that serious, bro.
No, but salute, man.
Man, salute,
y'all
y'all.
keep doing y'all thing, man. Like and subscribe. People.
We'll see you after the chat, man. I mean, the game. Good shit. I'll see y'all.
All right, folks.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
Thank you. All right. Hey, man, great show, man. Rick, we got a little bit into, a few other things, man. But like we were saying, I mean, I know what I think. I just think it's going to start with Jimmy. And Jimmy going to have to lead his troops in the way of actually carrying the load the way he needs to carry the load.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to touch back on too much what everybody touched on today. But, Miami already knows what they have to do. We already pointed out and circled, the not being, efficient on hitting the shots, maybe bringing the ball in. Jimmy Butler coming out the gate, aggressive. Spoelstra making the right calls, making the right plays. I mean, we already know what they need to do. They just have to show it. But also, y'all already know the deal. The Pull Up Podcast basketball merchandise, the gear, the white, the red, the black shirts, the hoodies, the tanks. Y'all already know, man. $sign BJ Matthews on that Cash App, man. Broderick Masters at Broderick Masters on that PayPal. Hey, man, again, if you want you like Diesel today, I think especially give a shout out to Diesel and, of course, Andre, but Diesel shooting $3.99s, man. Got $6 there. Yo, Diesel, appreciate you. That's how you get your comments read. As you can see, as soon as we saw it, I brought up the question and we started talking about it. You can also jump in if you want. But yes, definitely know we're affiliated with YouTube. We appreciate all the love, all the donations, man. Hey, like BJ said, we got a special announcement coming, so stay sharp. But at the end of the day, man, passing that assist back to B Jizzle.
Yes, sir. And I'm just looking at some of the comments and laughing. But yeah, we will be having Steve Kerr, like Mrs. Hope has said, on June the 7th. Make sure that y'all tune into that episode. We'll be having Steve Kerr, you know what I'm saying, pulling up to the podcast. And I'm losing my train of thought, bro. 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, 5:15 Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. Yep,
Salute
on Wednesday. So if it's 7:15 Central Time, then of course it's 8:15 Eastern Time.
Right. So make sure that y'all pull up for that, man, and make sure y'all tell y'all people, pull up as many people that y'all want to come into. It's gonna be a great show. We're gonna ask Steve a lot of questions, and also, we also be bringing in, certain people if they want to speak to Steve Kerr. But here's the thing: we're gonna go based off of what first come first serve basis, and also the amount of time Steve has to interact with y'all questions. So if y'all want to have a seat, make sure that y'all try to come in, earlier, we're gonna do it by most Warrior fans pretty much first, because there's already a couple people I already know that want to ask at least one question. So those people ask at least one question, but after that, it's gonna be first come first served basis, and that's gonna be kind of the format we go with the rest of our guests from here on out. But we definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. And it's gonna be a great show. But Rick Gordon, you know what I'm saying? Close us out and be out of here.
Hey man, y'all already know the deal. At Rick Masters 23, at Rick Masters 23, Rick Masters everywhere else. I hope you guys are ready for the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat game tonight. Yes, sir. I believe it's is it 8? Is it 8? Let me see. I think it's 8 Eastern time, and then it'd be 7 Central time. I got that right?
Yes, sir.
So be ready for the game, man. Hopefully it is 8:15. She said PM Eastern time, so 5:15 Pacific time. But of course, for any Central states, that's 7:15. But hey, y'all, get ready to get locked and loaded for a game tonight. Game 2, Miami Heat, Denver Nuggets. We already know. Me and BJ already put our announcement out there. We think it's gonna be a 1-1. We think the Heat got it. But y'all, let's get it. Pull up a seat. Pull up a chair.
Pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.